It's Tuesday, October 10th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now. Judge Judy doesn't mince words about movie mogul Harvey Weinstein, saying if half of what has been reported is accurate, then you can't ask for support. Sometimes payback is nasty.
Ivana Trump is stirring up a tweet storm over Melania and Marla, and there's apparently no end in sight. Austin 2 DC tweets, "Don't mess with the mama bear." Parents could go to jail if their child is a bully, according to a new law. But many are asking, is it fair to hold parents accountable for their kids' bad behavior? We want your DBL take.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, October 10th, and we are the only live show in daytime talking about what you're talking about right now. You're going to spend a little time with us, and we're going to catch you up on all the breaking news and trending topics. But we're live, so we want to hear from you. That means grabbing your phone, downloading the DBL app, and joining the conversation. Let's get this thing kicked off with the top 5 trending topics you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Shocker. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you, Erica Cobb. That's right, we are live. I'm here with media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite Big Brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker. And we want to welcome all of our viewers to Daily Blast Live. We're a trending news and entertainment show that is live and covers what is happening right now. Take a look at our entire DBL team. They're in the studio, ready to cover news the moment it breaks. Listen, we are live, and I've said that a million times, but it's really important in this story because the follow-up from the Harvey Weinstein scandal continues to unfold as we speak. We can barely keep up. Just moments ago, actress Gwyneth Paltrow went on record with the New York Times claiming Harvey placed his hands on her and suggested they head to the bedroom for massages. Ugh. And also, new today, Angelina Jolie said that during the release of Playing by Heart, Harvey made unwanted advances on her, which she rejected. Harvey is yet to respond to these new allegations. Okay, so I can't even keep up with it. You know, Mira Sorvino came out saying that she rejected his advances, and according to her, then she lost out on a project.
Right.
It's just 3 women, according to The New Yorker, have allegations of rape. So it's very terrifying. This is a monster.
I think this is just the beginning, too.
A serial rapist.
These are huge names, but this is just the beginning. And I wonder what, I think there's a big bomb's going to drop because he's already backpedaling before this started, you know, and this has been going on he's been in the industry since the late 60s, early 70s. So imagine how many people are going to come out throughout that whole time.
And imagine how many people won't come out.
Right,
you know, there's a lot of, we're looking at big names and people whose careers are still going, but how many actresses have we never heard of because they never made it because they rejected his advances and they didn't get a part that they wanted.
And not only that, you think about Donna Karan. You know, Donna Karan yesterday was slammed for basically suggesting that what you wear welcomes those advances, which perpetuates rape culture, and also it stifles the women that do want to come forward because they fear that they'll be villainized.
Absolutely. And one of the women that always puts the gavel down literally is Judge Judy, and they caught her coming out of a restaurant, and she said her comments was that he should be really ashamed for what he did as far as asking other people in the industry to cover that up. I think we actually have that.
Yes, we do.
You've been given a pass for a long time, then there is payback, and sometimes payback is nasty.
And you think about it, that's two things that he did. You know, the accusations of him being inappropriate with women, and then taking that other step. It's kind of breaking the rules to ask your close friends to vouch for you for something that's not true.
Like he did with Matt Damon and Russell Crowe. It's just, you know, I hate seeing the abuse of power. You know, the coercion, you know, playing on the young women who had stars in their eyes and hoping that he could get away with it. He believed he did, and for so many years he did get away with it.
Right. I mean, there's that old stigma of like guys hanging around the bus stop waiting for a young starlet to get off the bus coming to Hollywood, and you tell them anything and tell them they're going to make them star, and they fall for this, and this is what happens. And I'm just glad that people are seeing like how this plays out in real time, that there is a consequence to your actions. So hopefully this will all come out, everybody's stories will come out, and this will never happen again.
Amen. All right, we're going to go to Kelly Schubert, digital producer. She has breaking news with a fast blast.
I've been following this breaking news, you guys. We've got 13 people dead in California from the wildfires that are burning out of control throughout the whole state. The worst of it is in wine country, where thousands of people are evacuated. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed, including iconic hotels and wineries. It's very sad. The fire has burned at least 115,000 acres, and that's a new number we just got in. That's equal to 180 square miles of land. So if there's any good news in this situation, it's that the winds are calmer today. Firefighters are trying to take advantage of those conditions because the wind is expected to pick up again tonight. So we've got 13 people dead. I'm going to keep you updated on this breaking story and let you know if we have any updates.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Yep.
I hope the wind doesn't change. I just prayers to everyone out there in California. Dancing with the Stars, we're going to switch gears. Dancing with the Stars is trending right now. Last night's episode featured the celebrities' most memorable years, and it proved to be quite the cry fest. For me, it was an ugly cry. We've got this mashup. Take a look.
I'm so grateful for them.
I was so grateful for what I had. And that was really hard.
Oh, so touching. It left a lot of fans in tears, and some even thought it was too sad and changed the channel. What did we think?
Well, I changed the channel before it came on.
Salty Al is back.
I'm being honest about what. Look, I appreciate it. I just don't, the montages of people crying, there's a lot of alligator tears there. Just a lot of, I don't know. I'm not.
So?
Yeah, they're actors and actresses. They're on TV. They're doing this. They're tugging at the heartstrings. It's not working on Salty Al.
When you talk about something that's near and dear to your heart, you're going to get emotional about
also, when you put in the time, you're putting these, they dance for like 8 hours a day in practice. So if you're putting your heart into something like that, you're emotionally going to be drained. You know what I mean?
Tell that to somebody working the fields in Tibet about working hard for 8 hours
we
dancing.
got to go to the next story. Ivana Trump won't stop talking, and we're still listening. You know it. The former first wife is trending because of an interview on Fox & Friends. She was on GMA yesterday, where she claimed to be the real first lady. But today she opened up about Marla Maples. She's the woman Donald Trump had an affair with while married to Ivana. Take a look.
She asked for an apology, and I said her apology is not accepted. And I never accept her apology.
Why is that?
I just think she's showgirl. I think she ruined my marriage, and she doesn't deserve apology.
As Andy Cohen called it, and you'll appreciate this, the Real Housewives of the White House.
That's correct. And it's funny, Ivana, if you notice, she kept saying her. She won't even call Marla Maples by name. She refuses to say her name. And
that's the real shade.
That is really, really real shade. I don't have my shades right here, but that is true shade in its rare form. But I think for sure she is doing this because of her book, no less, and putting all of this out there. But I mean, because she goes back and forth, and she said that she even texted Melania Trump, and she said that they're considered friends. And her text said, "We're friends, we're cool, and I would never talk about family because you're considered family now." And I just thought,
interesting. It gets better and better. All right, we're going to move on to the next story. Star Wars fans are blowing up the internet over the Last Jedi trailer. Did you watch it? At Entertainment Earth tweets, "Our face at the Last Jedi trailer. There's the new creature, the Porg. You see, I'm like obsessed with the Porg already." Pastel Blue tweets, "I was wrong. I was not ready for that last scene. Hashtag The Last Jedi." And Elizabeth Banks tweets, "That Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer is fire emoji. Congrats, Rian Johnson." Let's see what everyone is talking about. It's interesting because we got to see Rey unite with Luke Skywalker, but we have a clip, and then I'll talk. Okay, sorry.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
So if you watched it, it looks like Luke Skywalker wants to end the Jedi Order, which is crazy.
Is it weird that I just look at that trailer and I'm just like, who's cutting that black guy's hair in the future? It always looks so nice. No, it looks nice. I'm just saying, like, is there a barber shop on the Death Star?
But that's what you got out of the trailer?
Right.
That's all I got out of it. I didn't even see anything.
But I think Al really wants us to see his new haircut. Happy haircut, Al. It looks great today.
I got my new haircut.
I think people are really excited. I'm not by any means a super fan of Star Wars, but I'm excited. It's been around my whole life. I don't want to age myself, but I'm 39. But so it started in 77.
77, yeah.
So it's been my whole life. So it's kind of like part of my life. So
why do you think you haven't gotten all the way into? Are you a Star Trek?
No, I'm definitely a Star Wars guy before a Star Trek guy. But
me too.
I mean, I like it, but some people are like crazy out there.
Yeah.
Did you call him a Star Trek-er? It's Trekkie.
Star Trek.
I can do that though, Al. I can do
All right,
that.
you know what, enough. That's
okay, Al.
Trek guy.
It's okay.
Which is also equally wrong.
Yes, thank you. All right,
I got you, Al. I got you,
my
Al.
fellow Star Wars fan, pop culture guru, Tori Shulman with a news story coming in hot.
Yes, it is Trekkie, by the way. So the one thing everyone is talking about from the Last Jedi trailer, is it the dark side? Is it the good side? No! It's the Porg! The Porg! The adorable creature is blowing up the internet. The Porg is going to be a hot gift this holiday. So run, don't walk to get one before everyone else. You can get one for $20 right now at Target. Do it before you have to pay thousands of dollars for one on eBay. We got our hands on one right here. Now check this out. You guys hear it?
Yes.
It sounds like a mix of a cat and heat and your nightmares.
I love it,
All right.
Tori.
I feel like you're hurting it.
I know. I feel weird. Anyway, this is what you can get. It's called the Porg. It looks like an owl with no nose. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Tori. All right, Daily Blast Live is a trending news and entertainment show. Erica Cobb is in the DBL Hub to tell us what's coming up next.
That's right, Ebony Steele. A baby bump is lighting up the internet. Robin Thicke's girlfriend is pregnant and looking fierce in a bikini selfie. We discussed it in the DBL Buzz. And listen to this. Now that is a stellar voice audition, but not everyone was so lucky. Hey, DBL Nation, we want you to join the conversation by downloading the DBL app. We have a couple trending topics that we would love for you to weigh in on for the Smackdown. Here are your two choices.
Americans will spend over $300 million on pet costumes this Halloween. So we're asking, is it a waste of money to dress up your pet? Or Kit Harington planned a big proposal for fiancée Rose Leslie, but ditched it for the right moment. Which is more important, the right moment or a big romantic gesture? Go to the Daily Blast Live app and vote for what you want to hear in today's Smackdown.
Hey guys, Tori Shulman here from Daily Blast Live, giving you the upcoming trends even within the hour. So we got my man Leo over here with looks like Handmaid's Tale. What's going on?
Yeah, so this is actually Hulu's first Emmy-won show, but they're dropping their prices. Hulu has dropped their prices to $5.99 starting in January.
Per month?
Yes, per month. It's going to be a $5.99 deal, while Netflix, on the other hand, is going up. Their 4K plan has went up now to $10.99.
Very interesting. Let me go over to Brooke really quick. Brooke, what do you have here? Something over here?
Yeah, actress Jessica Chastain, she's speaking out about the Weinstein situation. A lot of actresses are coming out about it. She was actually tweeting about it yesterday, and she did say she was warned from the beginning. The stories were everywhere, and to deny that is to create an environment for it to happen again. And then a lot of Twitter followers were actually joining the conversation, asking her, why she didn't speak up sooner. And she did say that, this was, it wasn't my story to tell, it was the victim. So she's being very open about it, which is shocking from some of these celebs, but I think it's a good thing that they're talking about it.
Interesting, Brooke. I know Jessica Chastain has always been open about roles for females, roles for males, ageism, racism, sexism, and she's right. It's not her decision to tell. It is a victim's choice. It's very, very personal, and certainly we are seeing it's going to be like a domino effect. I'm telling you that. We're seeing Angelina Jolie. We're seeing Mira Sorvino. We're seeing a lot of interesting characters coming forward. Big names in Hollywood saying that they have had major issues with Harvey Weinstein, including 3 alleged rape accusations. So, guys, I want to know what you think. This is a really complicated issue, like Brooke was saying. Hashtag DBL take on, would you speak up if you heard about the environment, or would you wait and let it be a victim's decision? I know it's a really hard thing to talk about, but I think the more we talk about it, the more open, and the next time some woman or man gets assaulted, they will be more free to open up and say something about it. Also, on a lighter note, what did you think of the Porg? Totally interesting Star Wars. We went and saw the trailer. I want to keep this on a happy note at the same time. Star Wars trailer just broke, and we showed the Porg, the stuffed animal. Would you buy it? It, to me, looks terrifying, almost like an owl that got hit by some kind of branch. Just let us know on hashtag DBL Take. It sounds also like a cat in heat, so let us know. Okay, see you soon.
Great, thanks. 3 seconds, 2.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show in daytime covering the trending topics that you're talking about right now, no matter where you're watching. It's time now for the DBL Buzz. That's when we break down all the celebrity gossip, and there's so much, so I'm sending it straight to Sam Shocker. Take it away, girl.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. Yes, we're talking all of today's top trending gossip, starting right now with Robin Thicke's girlfriend, April Lovegeary's pregnant selfie that's got Instagram all fired up. Let's take a look at it. Already so in love with you. Oh, see, I think that's a beautiful picture. And I was reading some of the comments. While some are celebrating her and the beauty of her being pregnant, others are quick to criticize her. Why do you think people are so quick to criticize a pregnant woman's selfie?
Haters.
Do you think it's scandalous?
I don't think it's scandalous. I think people can post whatever they want, whatever they feel beautiful in. Now, what I've seen online is people criticizing the fact that there's an 18-year age gap between them, which is
between
still
Robin
there.
Thicke and her. But she is an adult.
But when he first started dating her, she wasn't. That's what people's issue is. But each to his own.
18 is a little bit of an age gap, I think. My wife and I are 8 years, so there's a big age gap there too. But 18, I think you're different generations, you know. So I mean, to each their own. But you know, Robin Thicke now, his dad passed away. Maybe he's getting a new look on life. He wants to start a family. So good for him.
My thing with the age thing is everybody always talks about the age gap. Everybody's like, oh, he's 40, she's 20. But no one ever says when two 35-year-olds get divorced, everybody goes, but they were the same age.
Right, you're right.
It doesn't matter.
It's
just like, I mean, for all the things that can cause a relationship to go south, I mean, and age is one of them, but it's not all of them. So
and back
good
in the
luck to
day,
him.
there was an age gap all the time.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
Really, it was common.
I don't know what they have in common, but
We'll
okay.
see.
Our Chip and Joanna Gaines coming back to TV. Page 6 reports they didn't leave HGTV because they needed to, quote, take a breath, as they first said, but because of the network's horrible contracts and that they're getting a bigger deal with Discovery. Okay, I'm just happy that they might be back on TV.
Right.
So my fingers are crossed that they sign with Discovery. We get to see the show in a bigger, better fashion.
Can we at least admit that anytime somebody says, like, I want to spend more time with my family, they're lying?
It makes sense. This
That's
story
over
coming
now.
out makes
Anytime
sense.
a congressman says it, it's over.
Either they have a new gig or they got let go.
Well, they're big stars now. We got to come in hot. Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with a trending story
We
right now.
sure do. Well, fidget spinners took the world by storm, but now, you guys, you can combine this with, thank you, this. It's the fidget spinner cell phone. Okay, I thought I'd hear more applause. Thank you. From Chile International, which is based in Hong Kong. They're coming in 6 different colors, and clearly they're not going to be as advanced as your typical smartphone, so you can't do any uploading of apps or surf the web, but you can spin. Okay, Digital Keem, thumbs up or thumbs down? Would you buy this? Yes or no?
No. I would.
Of course, Leo's a yes. Of course. I need to surf the web. I need the web. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jen. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, more Daily Blast Live ahead. Oh, don't we have a couple more stories that we can get to? No?
Oh, well, you need to watch this next story. Can you guess the mystery Oreo flavor? If you can, we'll tell you how you can win $50,000. I could use that. Plus, the latest twist in the ongoing drama around an ESPN reporter and Erica Cobb. The SmackDown's coming up.
That's right, DBL Nation, we want you to vote on the trending topic that you'd like to hear in today's SmackDown. Do you think it's a waste of money to buy Halloween costumes for your pet? Or what's important with a marriage proposal, the grand gesture or the moment? We want you to weigh in on the SmackDown topic, so get to voting.
Hey guys, Tori Shulman here at Daily Blast Live. I am giving you the upcoming trending stories within the hour with my man, Connor Ashley. Connor, what's going on?
Yeah, so TMZ is reporting that 2 Chainz is being sued by an auto broker named Highline Holdings. He asked them to secure a $262,000 Rolls Royce for him, and he has allegedly not paid a balance of $18,000.
That Rolls Royce is going to rolls away.
So Highline Holdings is suing the rapper for that $18,000.
All right, 2 Chainz. You going to put chains on your cars? We got to get that paid, sir. All right, what's going on with you?
Well, it's a big anniversary day. It's the 20-year anniversary of Tamagotchi. Remember the little pocket pals? Yeah, so they are actually re-releasing replicas of the original 1997 version.
Is that when you were born?
Us too.
So they're doing re-release.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgic piece. It's going to be $15. It's going to be the same kind of packaging. So I really don't think they're trying to improve the product, just remind people that it was a thing at once.
Yeah, let people know like you. That's amazing. That's great. Guy Fieri, I heard he hates his shirt. Am I right?
That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, in a recent podcast, Guy Fieri brought up this shirt and said how much he absolutely hates it because people just associate him with this shirt. And apparently, you know, he says people send him this image more than any others to get autographed in fan mail, and people just automatically assume his house is just decked out in flames everywhere.
He does look like he's being burnt up from the bottom, like if you don't know. Also, I'm not going to take fashion advice from that guy, from the rest of his accessories.
I mean, I personally like the shirt. Would I wear it? No, not at all.
It's a good Halloween costume, right?
Yeah, for sure. And he says this is from before the Food Channel show even started. He doesn't even know where it is anymore.
Whoa, so we're out looking for the fire shirt for Guy Fieri. All right, let us know if you guys think you like the shirt, you dislike it, hashtag DBL takes. I'm about to go win SmackDown! Thanks for those weird woos, guys.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time now for the SmackDown. Every day, you, the DBL Nation, get to vote on what trending topic you'd like to hear our host debate. And just seconds ago, you decided on pet costumes. Are they a waste of money? Now, Sam Shocker will lead the debate, but I know this is a really important issue, so pet families, do not get upset with us. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. And it really does matter who wins these SmackDowns because the host that wins the most SmackDowns between now and Thanksgiving wins a donation to the charity of their choice. Go to dailyblastlive.com to learn more. And today's is especially important because you know you guys are tied at 7 wins each. So this is a tiebreaker for them two. Okay. This Halloween, Americans will spend over $300 million on pet costumes, and we want to smack it down. Here to lead the DBL SmackDown is pop culture guru Tori Shulman and comedian Al Jackson.
Why are you sitting like you're being painted in the 1400s?
Oh, it's already starting.
Why are you worried about it? Listen to your own side.
It's already starting. You at home, grab your device, go to the DBL app and tap vote now. So the question is it a waste of money to dress your pet for Halloween? I'm going to go with Tori.
Yes, okay, so obviously it is not a waste. It's the most, bless you. It's the most, you better vote for me. It's the most fantastic thing you've ever done in your life because pets are your family. And family, you memorialize them, you get dressed up, they are like your children. Also, it's a social media opportunity. Honestly, a lot of people, I've seen a million of their kids. What I want to see is your schnauzer dressed up as like, you know, Weekend at Bernie's. So I say it's a social media opportunity. It's cute and pets are your family. Why are you denying your family some costumes?
Oh, well, I'll tell you why. I mean, Tori, you're an animal lover. Do you believe that pets can feel emotion, experience fear, anxiety?
Yes.
So what about embarrassment? That's an emotion too. And when you embarrass your pet, you're embarrassing them for your social media opportunity, not your pet. So it's about you. It's not about your pet. So be honest about who's at stake here, and it's about you being selfish.
Don't worry, Tori. You're still winning at 65%.
Good. Well, I hope you're embarrassed because I'm about to smack it down. If you could put up a picture of my pets. Thank you. My pets, Josie is Heidi, and she has a great braid, and she looks happy, not embarrassed.
No, she
Barnaby is a freshman at college with a beanie hat, and I have to say this.
Those dogs look stunned
and embarrassed.
They look
wonderful. Also, let me say this. I don't have kids, so if I don't have kids for Halloween, it's what I can do. It's my pet.
It's what you can do to show everybody how cool you are by making your pet look better.
That's right.
It's not okay. It's about your pet. It should be about them, not you.
She's Denise, final vote. Sorry if I just grabbed your chest.
Please.
Tori's the winner at 53%. Good job, both of you. Digital producer.
Just because she had a picture.
Raquel being away with news at this moment.
Right now we have a live look from space. This is the International Space Station where they are making some repairs and also replacing cameras. Now they started this a few hours ago and the stream is still live. They are going to do another spacewalk October 18th and October 26th. They're going to get a call from Pope Francis. So busy times at the space station.
Thank you, Raquel. All right, here at Daily Blast Live. We're all about viral videos like this one from the LA Zoo. What do you feed a porcupine, huh? Well, a TV reporter catching up with a prickly porcupine. Who knew they liked corn? Upon the cob, or on the cob so much. And up next, Oreo Mania will tell you how to win big bucks if you guess the mystery flavor correctly. Plus, we're following the raging wildfires, so tragic in California. They are calling the scene as, they're describing it as apocalyptic. We'll talk to someone who is there experiencing it firsthand.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Have you been diagnosed with spinal stenosis, bulging?
Hey guys, Jen Wiedersham here. How are you? Always following the trending stories every commercial break with you. And I'm going to start with Leo. Leo, can I go to you, honey? Yeah. We've got some of my favorite friends. You know, and Harry Potter, I still see them this age. Is that funny?
Yeah, no, it seems like they were just that age just yesterday, right? Yep. Well, they're releasing a vinyl box set of songs from the first 5 films.
Of songs?
Yeah, the score. Yeah, the film's score.
You know what's funny? I was I think, in the world of the magic, I didn't really listen to the music that much, but the music is what gets you in the world.
Yeah, it's very moving. Music is what makes the movie, believe it or not.
You heard it first from Leo. Oh, gosh. Angelica, okay, here we are. Airbnb offers Napa fire victims emergency housing. Amazing.
Yes, this is trending really high on Twitter right now. They are offering places for people to live, and they're encouraging homeowners to open their doors and their rooms to allow evacuees to go into.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the count is now, but I know at the end of yesterday, over 1,500 homes were destroyed in the fire. So if you know anybody local, please let them know that the Red Cross is doing this and homes are opening up. And all of our prayers are with you guys. See you next break.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman has a new trending story coming in hot. Tori.
Yes, I do, guys. Think you're the ultimate Oreo fanatic? Well, if you can guess the mystery Oreo cookie flavor, you can win. Get this. Are you guys listening? $50,000, okay? Yeah. The company's Oreo mystery flavor contest is now open until November 30th. People are already guessing what they think the flavor is on social media, but we got our hands on a pack like Willy Wonka, so I want us to try it out. I'm going to take it up to the hosts.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm so excited.
You guys, don't take it yet. We're all going to try it together.
Okay.
I love stuff like this. Good job, Tori.
Thanks, Bill. I didn't come up with it.
We have to wait for everybody. It's like
No, just there.
I just smelled it. I smelled
Okay,
it.
on 3.
I feel left out.
Oh, come here.
Oh, I think I could guess right now.
No,
I know
hold on.
what it is.
Let's take it up.
I already know
1,
it.
2, 3.
Fruity Pebbles.
That's what I was going to say.
No.
lemon cookies.
Lemon. Oh, it's lemon poppy seed.
It's Fruity Pebbles. It's Fruity Pebbles.
It's
Fruity Pebbles, folks.
Wow.
Oh, but Kelly
cereal.
Schubert just said
They've already had a Fruity Pebbles flavor, apparently.
To me, it tastes like Fruit Loops.
All right, I say Fruit Loops or lemon poppy seed.
All right, we've got more trending stories coming up in our next half hour of Daily Blast Live. Like the hits and misses on The Voice last night, who wowed the judges and who fell flat. And this sports reporter has got America talking why the president blames her for lower ratings at ESPN. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, it's Tori Shulman here. I'm eating a mystery Oreo because you get $50,000 if you can guess what flavor. I think Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, or lemon poppy seed. And now on to the real news. Moving to Connor, what's going on with Chance the Rapper?
Yeah, so Chance the Rapper is trending right now because he is partnering with Lyft with the Roundup and Donate feature that Lyft has. He has his own foundation called New Chance, the New Chance Foundation. It's the Arts and Literature Fund. And so he's partnering with all of the Lyft services in Chicago so that anytime somebody rounds up and donates, it goes to his fund, which helps Chicago Public Schools.
I gotta say, is anyone else with me on this? Chance the Rapper 2020? At least a vice presidency or something. This guy is all over the place. He recently Instagram live streamed an arrest or a traffic stop, I should say, just to make sure he was safe. But he is on the pulse of what's going on. Way to go, Chance. All right, what's going on with Wells Fargo? Uh-oh.
It's actually good.
Okay, because they had good news. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you can actually extract money from your ATM with just this now. So Wells Fargo updated 5,000 ATMs with their new smartphone app. So you'll still need a PIN number, but it's completely safe. You have a code that you enter in on the smartphone app and you can extract cash. No need for a debit card anymore.
This is going to sound dumb, but the cash still comes out of that. Okay, not your phone. Wait, how to get there? That's amazing. That's a really smart thing. Wells Fargo. All right. Soon we just will blink and money will appear. All right. Who is this terrifying guy?
This is a 40-year-old Pittsburgh man, Barry Clapperton. He was arrested for calling in a bomb threat at a restaurant after not wanting to pay for his meal. And another customer paid for him, and the police were about to let him go when he called in the threat and then tried to make a run for it. So not the smartest guy out there.
No, but his hamburger was delicious. Let's hear more on your hashtag DBL Take. See you soon.
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show in daytime covering the top trending topics that you are talking about right now. This is our DBL staff. Our team is busy working on the breaking news and trending topics that are happening in this moment, as well as the trending stories that are happening right now. Yet another bombshell in the mounting allegations against Hollywood super producer Harvey Weinstein. Today, The New Yorker has published new allegations of sexual assault and harassment from 13 women, including actress Mira Sorvino and Rosanna Arquette. The oldest senator in the nation is running for re-election. 84-year-old Dianne Feinstein has just posted on Facebook, quote, "I'm all in." If she won, the California politician's term would extend beyond her 91st birthday. And Cardi B is still the #1 on the charts, which makes her the longest running female artist on the charts. Let's hear a little Bodak Yellow, shall we?
I don't bother with these, don't let these bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts, I'm who they tryna be.
Oh, hey. I get really excited. Sam Shocker, back to you.
Yes, Erica Cobb. Please don't stop dancing, honey. All right, joining me is media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite big brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson. I'm Sam Shocker, and Daily Blast Live is a live show that covers breaking news and trending stories that are happening right now. Our entire DBL team, you're looking at them, is in our studio making sure we cover news right when it happens.
Can I say, I was always looking for a move when you introduced me, and Al, I think, just nailed it. He's like,
oh, so
that's Al. That was a good one. I had to mention it.
Yeah, good job, Al. All right, new fallout today for suspended ESPN host Jemele Hill. This weekend, the SportsCenter anchor tweeted that fans should boycott advertisers for the Dallas Cowboys because team owner Jerry Jones banned players from kneeling for the national anthem. ESPN suspended her, saying she was in violation of its social media policy. But this morning, TV's Judge Mathis told TMZ that Jemele could sue ESPN for violating her First Amendment rights. But here's the thing. I mean, this is her second time. I'm all for the First Amendment, and Jemele, good for you, do you. But you got to look at it if she's representing a company like ESPN, and they have very strict policy on their social media that it represents them as a parent company, and she's violated it twice. How can you sue that if that's in her contract?
Personally, I agree with Jemele. You know, professionally, I understand ESPN's point of view. They're like, look, we sell advertising space. We put sports around ads. That's all we do. Right. And when you start telling people not to patronize our advertisers, we've got a little bit of a problem. So I understand, but this is her second warning. Right. I understand. I am on her side, but I understand, you know, this is a corporation she's dealing with.
But shouldn't your social media be your freedom of speech?
Well, I was going to say on social media, now she made some comments herself, but she's also been responding back to fans. And so sometimes people feel like that's a violation of her right to a public forum to respond back to people. If they say something and she has an opinion and then she says it back and the company doesn't agree with it, that's, you know, does that violate her First Amendment right?
That's very interesting. All right, we're going to go right to...
It's an extension of your job.
Yeah, well, I got a breaking news digital producer, Kelly Schubert, with a news fast blast.
Guys, I continue to follow the breaking news out of California, where firefighters, they're working around the clock to get a hold on these wildfires. So I want to show you some dramatic images coming in. This is a photo taken by a NASA satellite. You can see all the smoke. I mean, this is just insane. Another one. This shows the fires at night. So you can see all the fires lighting up the night sky. So I want to show you this as well. This is a before and after picture. So this is the before from Google Earth. Take a look, and now let's look at the after. Yep, so very dramatic images coming in. People are on social media are saying this looks like a war zone. So I'm going to continue to keep you updated, and coming up later in the show, we're going to hear from a reporter who's on the ground there covering the fires.
Thank you, Kelly. Oh, that is terrifying, those images. Absolutely
do you think, I know we got to get to the next story, but do you think we're all suffering from like a little bit of like just burnout fatigue in terms of seeing horrible images from Houston to Miami to Puerto Rico? It's just like after a while, like you just keep looking at these. You're like, is this the United States we're looking at? You get numb. Yeah. Sorry.
Even globally, too.
Yeah,
all right, we're going to switch gears. Everyone's still talking about The Blind. I know, The Blind auditions on The Voice. It was a 4-chair turn for singer John Miro, or Miro. I apologize if I mispronounced his name. His version of Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars got all of the judges' attention. Check it out.
Let's just kiss till my name. Yeah, baby. Versace on. Ooh, I take it off for me now, girl.
But not everyone was so lucky. We can discuss about him. Oh, we already got the salty out face. So not everyone was so lucky. Oh,
well, it did not stink. The only thing I didn't like about it is that he really didn't have on Versace when he was on the dance floor. But other than that, he sounded nice.
I did like that he had a totally different twist on the Bruno Mars song. I like that creativity. It's a more singer-songwriter type feel. But hold on, Salty Al.
I'm smiling.
13-year-old Olivia Kay had a no-turn. Check it out.
Oh, man.
I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need some.
Okay, before we hear from Salty Al, we want to know your DBL take. Get out your app and vote now. Is 13 years too young to compete on a reality show? Let us know. What did you think about her song?
I believe she decided to compete against adults, and this is what happens. If that was a 38-year-old that happened to, would we be covering it right now? No, because we all know that inherently being a 13-year-old, it gives you an inherent advantage because you're cute and everybody feels sorry for you. That's not an advantage. It happens all the time,
But they didn't turn around. So
that's one time. That's why we're covering it.
No, I'm just saying that if you see some of those kids on America's Got Talent, they have voices to compete with adults.
Right, but that's the reason there's a Chopped and a Chopped Junior. They should be competing against kids their own age.
Well, I like the fact that we're going back and forth with each other, but I'm really not sure what we're talking about anymore.
I'm saying that there should be different age categories.
Chop the Chef Show.
Well, okay. You got it. You won the SmackDown.
All right, you won the SmackDown. It was. I like that you stayed out of it. Jeff stayed out of it. Jeff,
I haven't said a word the whole time.
Jeff, we'll get your opinion on this next story. It was one of the biggest TV dramas of all time, and now it's coming back. The CW has a Dynasty reboot that premieres tomorrow night, and the early reviews, well, aren't great. Okay, the New York Times says it's forgettable. Variety calls it lackluster. They've been hanging out with Salty Al too much, but we'll let you be the judge. Here's a sneak peek.
Family is everything. When things get tough, you don't give up. You fight harder. Thanks for the tip, Crystal. Oh, please. Call me Mom. What you waiting for?
Oh. We want your DBL take. Get out your app and vote now. Can Dynasty survive today in the era of reality TV? We have Real Housewives. Why do we need fictional ones too?
This is nothing like the real Dynasty. I didn't see any big hair, blue eyeliner, shoulder pads, and sequin dresses for no reason.
And that's what you wanted to see.
That's what I want in my Dynasty.
Okay, so Jeff, what do you think?
You want my opinion on Dynasty reboot?
Yes.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this Dynasty reboot the whole show.
You don't care?
I don't care at all. I don't care at all about this subject.
Okay, I'm going to take the opposite stance here. They are trying to breathe new life into it in the sense that they're even changing some of the genders and the ethnicities of the main characters. Like Sammy Joe, played famously by Heather Locklear, is now played by a man. Do we like this, Salty Al?
I like that. I just wonder, why it's okay for us to highlight the worst characteristics in women. That's horrible. What we just watched. There were women. The entire trailer was women being catty and punching each other. If that had been a guy, we'd be sitting here like, was this What's Love Got to Do with It Part 2? Like, why are we watching that? Why is that okay just because it's women acting like that?
That's a good point. I all of a sudden feel very guilty for loving that. I don't. Okay, Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber, is trending. The 16-year-old model did not want to walk the runway with Mom. Cindy tells the Associated Press that when they booked the same Versace show, Kaya said, quote, wait, do we have to walk down together? Cindy replied, I don't want to walk down with you. I'm going to walk with the ladies that are my age. And she did. Cindy shut that runway down with the original supermodel squad. Take a look at them. You see Naomi Campbell there, Claudia Schiffer. Yeah, hot, hot, hot.
They are giving me face, leg, attitude, hair, everything. Yes, girls, less, yes.
She's just a normal 16-year-old girl. I mean, even though her mom is iconic, she doesn't want to walk that runway with her mom, or do you think she didn't want her mom to upstage her?
How do you feel about this, Al? Because you think that she has the job because her mom is Cindy Crawford, right?
Oh, is that why I think that? Because it's also a guaranteed
She's a beautiful
fact.
girl.
Yeah, there's a lot of
stunning.
beautiful girls. Have you been to Miami? It's full of beautiful girls.
Well, I'm not going to there for that.
There's nepotism. She, you know, clearly she got the hookup because of who her last name is, and now she's biting the hand that feeds her, or biting the hand that walks her down the runway. So she's wrong for that.
I love that this is a problem. This is like, Mom, I don't. But it's a ridiculous problem, but it's kind of like relevant because everyone goes through this when you're 16 years old. You're like, Mom, I don't want you there. Get out of here. You know what I mean? So it's relevant, but it's ridiculous.
And everywhere she goes, she's coming in hot.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming in hot, Fitness Pro Jen Wiederstrom with a trending story right now.
So I'm going to give Al a hug, okay? Jeez. Miley Cyrus is everywhere tonight, or everywhere in general. She's actually on James Corden tonight doing carpet karaoke. It is literally so good, you had to see a sneak peek.
I'm nodding my head like yes, and I'm moving my head like yes. Playing my song, and it's gonna be okay. Yeah. It's a party in the USA.
I think I'm kind of spoiled. I don't know. I was spoiled by Adele. I don't know. But who doesn't love a little party in the USA, right? If it were me, I'd probably jump in the backseat in that car and sing along because I sing just as bad. Anyway, if you want to catch the episode, it's on tonight on CBS. She's even helping James lick his postage stamps. I don't know. Tune in.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna air some dirty laundry. Just now when Jen Wiederstrom was doing her coming in hot, what did you say, Al? Because Al is not a fan of carpool karaoke.
I said this off camera. I said I wouldn't watch that if Obama asked me to. I don't want to be in a car with people singing anyway. Salty.
Daily Blast Live is a trending news and entertainment show. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
It's one of my favorite parts of the show, the reality roundup. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Orange County. You know you watched it. And the question is, will Vicki and Tamra ever get along? Likely not. We all know that's not going to happen. And if you haven't done so yet, download the DBL app because we want you to play along. We have a reality show trivia going on right after the break.
Hey guys, Tori Shulman here for Daily Blast Live, giving you behind the scenes information because we're never gonna stop. Leo, what's going on with these funny hats?
So the Federalist just reported that there is a religion based on Harry Potter. Two graduate students from the Harvard Divinity School both started a podcast called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text. And what they did is they encouraged people to get together in kind of religious-like meetings and go over the Harry Potter text in a religious manner.
Do you have to wear tinfoil if you're a Harry Potter man?
I'm hoping that's not required because...
Yes. Well, it's a little tacky. And I always take fashion from Leo. All right, who's got another one? Oh, we got Cutie in the fuchsia. What's going on, Boo?
So Pizza Hut actually has created a pizza parka jacket. It's the latest in pizza fashion, really.
Is there anything else in pizza fashion you could name?
But it's kind of hilarious. They're saying this jacket is going to keep you just as warm as those little things keep the pizza in the car.
It's like a thermal thing to keep you warm.
Yeah, like the pouches, I guess.
Now, do you keep it, this is a dumb question, but maybe not. Do you keep it to keep pizzas in or just heat?
It warms your body, actually. It's an actual jacket. I'll read you some of the features they say it has. It's got a Heat Lovers triple layer insulation. It's got a napkin gaiter, oven hot lining, heat sealed seams. Anyway, customers who place an online pizza order via their website or their app, they can get a pizza parka delivered with their pizza.
Does it come with pepperoni? Woo! Just kidding. Hashtag DBL take. Would you buy this? Would you wear it? It's 22 degrees in Denver, so I'm laughing, but I'm also like, hey, look one up for me. How much is that? Let us know what you guys think. We'd love to hear your feedback.
the reality roundup. Wow, I just sounded like an announcer. When we break down the best and worst moments of reality TV. But first, grab your device, get on the DBL app, and play our reality show trivia. All right.
Can we do the roundup one more time?
Okay. Yep. And I need help with that.
Okay, me too.
Over on Dancing with the Stars, Vanessa Lachey and her partner Maxim tried to stifle their alleged backstage drama. After their emotional dance, Max flexed his acting chops to discuss his own feelings. Take a look.
We have a hard job getting these people ready for this emotional weekend. This got me completely out of my heel. I've never cried before the dance. This was the first time.
Do you guys believe him?
No.
Do you buy it?
Did you see a tear?
I didn't see one tear.
Yeah, and Vanessa, if she was acting, she did a great job of it. She should be on the new Dynasty, as a matter of fact. 'Cause she did
That's
she did
a
a
good
great job.
casting choice. I
Yeah,
like that.
I like that.
Did you think that Nick Lachey did better or Vanessa Lachey did better last night?
Oh, Nick surprised me last night. Go ahead, though.
I just feel like everything was about Vanessa, just because there's this backstory that I believe is orchestrated, but okay.
But it was a beautiful backstory with her giving birth at 29 weeks. I was crying with her last night.
Yeah, I like her. She's warm and fuzzy. Max will never be warm and fuzzy. So don't try.
Yeah.
Don't try.
We don't buy it. All right, on the Real Housewives of Orange County, former best friends Vicki and Tamara have a sit-down. Both women think the other is there to apologize. Of course, needless to say, it didn't go as planned. Let's take a look.
You're spreading rumors about my husband. Would I be with somebody that was gay?
I don't know. Maybe to use you? I don't know.
Use me for what?
I don't know. I want you to stop hurting me.
Be kind. Why would I be
I'm
kind to you? You're lucky I'm here. You don't deserve my heart. You don't deserve my friendship. And you know what? It just dawned on me. You don't deserve me.
So what you missed there, grab your tea. What you missed there, grab your tea.
Whoa.
Vicki accused Eddie, Tamara's husband, of using her to get a gym.
Right. Which is ridiculous because if you didn't know, Tamara was doing World Fitness Championships. She's now gotten a great new body. She's working hard. She's co-owner. She puts it all in that. Vicki and Tamara are some of my favorite moments on the OC. I know you and I both love it, but it's better when they're friends. I don't know. When they're enemies, it can get a little rough.
But
I hope they become friends.
Yeah, and it was so awkward because they both met up for the other one to apologize.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, girl.
And then waited.
I'm sorry. They suck as friends. Like, they are the worst friends ever. If any of my friends did even one of the things that they've done to each other, we would not be friends.
Yeah, because Vicki also insinuated that Eddie, her husband, was gay.
Which is so uncool.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Okay, so here's the most important part. I want a drum roll. It's now time for Ebony's Shade of the Day.
All right. The shade of the day goes out to Megan King Edmonds from the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Your
After
shade,
she
girl,
had
your
this to
shade.
say about fellow housewife Peggy's anniversary gift. I can't read with the shades off. Check it out.
22nd anniversary. This is not even like a special number.
Oh, okay. So
22 carats wasn't a special.
Well, she doesn't know that. Now, if you've never owned 22 carats, now I have 2.2 carats, and there's zirconia. Okay, so they're not even really carats. And I've had 22 carats in my refrigerator before. But just so you know, they were married 22 years, and that's what the symbolism of the 22 carats was for. But with that, okay, you'll know next time because you got the money to get it. I don't do it, but just know 22 carats is a lot, and that's good. Okay.
Thank you, Ebony. All right, digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at this moment.
All right, ladies, a new 50 Shades of Grey book was just announced today. So author E.L. James posted the cover on her Instagram today, and the book is called Darker, 50 Shades Darker, and it's told from the point of view of Christian Grey. It's originally from the trilogy of Anastasia Steele's side. The series was originally Twilight fan fiction and has gone on to sell millions of copies and turn into a movie trilogy of its own. The book comes out November 28th.
Christian Grey side. This means we get the sunglasses back on.
That's right.
Christian Grey side, I can't wait.
That's
Daily
it.
Blast Live loves to share viral videos like this one from Japan.
This is a sanctuary for foxes. In some cultures, people believe they even have, magical powers. And up next, we're going to talk with a reporter covering the devastating wildfires, that is, in Northern California. We'll be back.
As always, keep bringing you the top trending stories for Halloween because the holiday that's coming up. And Connor, wait, you're smiling so big, I can't wait to hear what you're going to say.
Yeah, so Disneyland is trending right now because they have a new Halloween cocktail that they are offering.
I'm looking at it.
So it is a Halloween-themed cocktail. It includes a glowing ice cube, an eyeball, purple sugar around the rim, and it's made with vodka and Chambord. So that's what gives it its purple color. It is $14, and it's available at the Cove Bar at Disneyland.
Listen, this is a French martini minus the pineapple juice. I don't look at the face I'm making. Just the thought of an eyeball all by me. I can't even talk. Eyeball being in my cocktail, I can't do. What would you do? Give us a DBL take. Are you into that? I don't know. I think even knowing it's not real, I would still think I'm eating an eyeball. Okay. All right. Hi, Cal. Okay, this is high school?
Yes.
And potentially something caught on tape?
Yeah, so this is a spooky viral video going on. It's from a school in Ireland. And so at 3 a.m., its security camera was set off by motion sensors. And I don't know if you can see the end of the hallway, but it opens up. There's a variety of other things that happen in the video, but the principal went on record saying that it was not a prank, and if it was, he doesn't know how it was done. So the school is completely denying that anyone at the school was involved in this. It was just caught by motion sensors going off at 3 a.m. Building was locked. Pretty interesting video.
Okay, I have a question though. I have chills.
Yeah.
Because I totally believe in ghosts. But, ooh, oh my God, that thing. I just don't feel like the ghosts need to go through doors, so that's a little bit of a flaw.
Yeah.
But that spook, did you catch that? And eventually, oh God, there's more.
This will open, yeah. So locker and shelves pull out, yeah, interesting.
This is like the beginning of Ghostbusters, but for real. Okay, thank you for that, Cal. Oh, hello, Brett. Is this your Halloween costume?
Well, maybe. No. So there's a sexy costume for everything. And now there is a sexy costume for 11 from Stranger Things.
That's the waffle.
Yeah. So people are taking issue with this because 11 is 11 years old, I believe, in the show. It's a child, and they're making a sexy costume out of it. So people are just tweeting, "Don't make an 11-year-old sexy. Her name is 11." And another person even said, "I'm gonna fight someone if they see them wearing this." Oh. But the issue is, I was thinking about being 11 for Halloween. Now I don't know.
No, be 11, but just make sure you're covered.
Yeah.
Covered your bits. No, actually, it's kind of a good question. I mean, I love Stranger Things. By the way, I'm hosting a Stranger Things watch party. I have to go. But I couldn't agree more with those tweets. Not cool. What? Give us your DBL take.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. As we've been mentioning throughout the show, California wildfires are burning out of control, destroying homes, businesses, and some of the most beautiful wineries in the country have been destroyed. The Press Democrat covers Sonoma County, and their team of reporters and photographers have been in the middle of the firestorm from the beginning. So joining us live right now from California is reporter Randy Rossman. Randy, what have you seen and heard on the ground so far?
Well, thank you for having me. Let me say that there's been a huge team of reporters and photographers working on these stories. What we have within our Northern California area in 4 counties, we have 8 to 9 fires. Most of them are pretty big. We have at least a dozen fatalities. 7 of those are in Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa is the most urban area. We are the county seat of Sonoma County. For anybody familiar with our area, we stretch from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of the wine country. We're about an hour north of San Francisco. So what the devastation has just swept through, as you said, the vineyards and the wineries, but blocks and blocks of neighborhoods and communities. And we've got reporters, reporting. It's moonscape, it's carpet bombing, however you want to describe it. But while we have a lot of really big fires here, typically wildland fires, this is different because it came into a real urban area, the biggest urban area in the area, and the devastation's been, complete, and the fatalities are expected to rise in some areas, could be substantially.
Yeah, Randy, we just found out there's 15 confirmed dead now, and I know the tragedy is still growing and going on right now. Is there anything heroic you could tell us about? Anybody doing anything extraordinary out there that you've heard of?
Well, I think, gosh, those stories are just, there's tons of them. It includes the 2 CHP officers who rushed to a 911 call of an elderly Santa Rosa couple trying to escape their home. The flames are closing in and their car is blocked by, I think, downed tree and power line. So the woman was recuperating from a hip replacement, and so these CHP officers got him out, and if not, they would have died in their car. We've got a tremendous number of residents who, needed to get out of their neighborhoods, but they went door to door to contact neighbors. One man I spoke with in northern Santa Rosa, he went door to door with others, getting elderly folks out, but even stalled a little getting his family out because a neighbor came to him saying the power just gone out. She couldn't get her car out of the garage, right? The electric door wouldn't open. So he had to pull open the emergency cord to get that door so she could get away too. So I think it's, there are countless stories of heroics of regular folks, and then the firefighters. Many of them are maybe facing their 40th hour on the line.
Wow, thank you.
Resources are thin. There's so many fires.
Right. Randy, we thank you so much.
I would
It's
just
hard
say
for us
the
to watch
firefighters have been, door to door rescuing people
Sure.
for hours and hours.
We thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you, Randy.
Rossman
Thank you,
here on Daily
Randy.
Blast Live. Thank you. Our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending and you're sharing, like this one of a super excited little dog. He's even wearing a smiley face on his back. Now, that's what we call happy.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Have you been done?
Says that 2/3 of Americans own Apple products. This is up from 2012 that only said 50% own Apple products. So Apple is taking over, y'all.
Let's get some oranges in here. Who else has a good story, Brooke? Here we go. Oh, this is the one I just saw. You guys are going to die when you see this. Brooke, take the mic. It's adorable.
Okay, so yeah, Carrie Fisher's dog, Gary Fisher. Can you hear me? I hope. We're cleaning up in here. Actually, they snapped something of him on Instagram watching Carrie Fisher in the latest trailer for The Last Jedi. It's super cute. It was captioned, Gary misses his mom. Gary was actually a service animal for Carrie right before she passed away. It's just a pretty cute tribute to her. And yeah, Gary's adorable. And everyone's super excited for The Last Jedi. Are you guys? Give us your DBL take.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. All right, we love sharing funny moments from the show. This is where our producers surprise us. What do we got today? I don't know why I said it that way.
I really like Daily Blast Live and the Coming in Hots, except for Tori's bad jokes.
That wasn't me.
The Porg has spoken. We disagree with the Porg because I think Tori is very funny.
Yeah. You are, Tori.
I mean, I just.
Oh, we have one more. Sorry, we have one
Go
more.
ahead. I go get my hair cut on it. Yeah,
That's the barbershop. Okay.
Line up. I'm digging that.
That's a good. That's a good move.
That looked like Epcot, not the Death Star. But yeah,
I did.
I still hang
And you
out
look
there.
very pleased with the results.
Yes, well done by our staff. I love it. I
Well
love it.
done, everyone. Well done. The stories never stop, and we don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. And make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. We've got a lot going on social.
Woo!
We've got a lot going on social.
I worked for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to work for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to work for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to work for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to work for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to work for this modeling agency, and they offered.
It's Tuesday, October 10th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now. Judge Judy doesn't mince words about movie mogul Harvey Weinstein, saying if half of what has been reported is accurate, then you can't ask for support. Sometimes payback is nasty.
Ivana Trump is stirring up a tweet storm over Melania and Marla, and there's apparently no end in sight. Austin 2 DC tweets, "Don't mess with the mama bear."
Parents could go to jail if their child is a bully, according to a new law. But many are asking, is it fair to hold parents accountable for their kids' bad behavior? We want your DBL take.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, October 10th, and we are the only live show in daytime talking about what you're talking about right now. You're going to spend a little time with us. We're going to hook you up with all the trending news and breaking stories, but we're also live, so we want to hear from you. That means grabbing your phone, downloading the DBL app, and joining the conversation. Let's get this thing kicked off with the top 5 trending topics you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Shocker. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. That's right, we're live. I'm here with media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite big brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker, and we want to welcome all of our viewers to Daily Blast Live. We're a trending news and entertainment show that is live and covers what is happening right now. Take a look at our entire DBL team. Yep, they are in our studio ready to cover news the moment it breaks. Speaking of which, the fallout from the Harvey Weinstein scandal continues to unfold as we speak, and it's almost hard to keep up with. Just moments ago, actress Gwyneth Paltrow went on record with the New York Times claiming Harvey placed his hands on her and suggested they head to the bedroom for massages. Ugh, that's gross to even say out loud. And also new today, Angelina Jolie said that during the release of Playing by Heart, Harvey made unwanted advances on her, which she rejected. An article in The New Yorker claims Harvey raped 3 women. And in a statement, Harvey's spokeswoman said any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. It's hard to believe anything he says at this point.
Yeah. How often did you guys just get the Cosby memories as you're hearing about this? Like, with every woman that comes out, another 2 come out. It just seems like this has just been decades of abuse of power, and it's all coming out right now.
Yeah, so this has been like since the late 60s, right? Something like that. So it's years and years and years, and like women keep coming out. I'm like, who's next, my dear?
Yeah. I applaud the women that are coming out. It's very scary because you risk people blaming you, like Donna Karan did yesterday. She blamed women for what they wear, and does that suggest that you're asking for it? In so many words, she stated that. And you know what? It's hard enough for the women to come forward because, like I said, with the rape culture today, it's just further perpetuated by statements like Donna Karan. So I applaud all the women that are speaking out.
We're on top of the story from the beginning here. And I mean, it's every time we do it, it's something new and something new. And unfortunately, I think the worst is still yet to come with Harvey, with all this stuff. So it's getting a little crazy. Just as a reminder for anyone, not even in Hollywood, don't go to a meeting in someone's hotel room. I'm not blaming on any women, but stay out of the hotel rooms. You know what I mean? There's no meeting.
That's a great point. It might sound like, of course, but I mean, how many people do that? So yes, listen to Jeff. We didn't put that on the T-shirt.
We've got breaking news. Sorry to interrupt, but digital producer Kelly Schuberth has a fast blast.
We do. There's actually an accuser right now speaking with Gloria Allred, the attorney Gloria. It's on TMZ right now. So this is a new accuser. We're going to listen in, and I'll keep you updated and let you know.
We go.
I just said to Ebony. So Lisa Bloom was advising Harvey Weinstein. She did resign, but meanwhile, her own mother, Gloria Allred, is defending the accusers. Very interesting. Wow. All right, moving on. Dancing with the Stars is trending right now. Last night's episode featured the celebrities' most memorable years, and it proved to be quite the cry fest. We've got this mashup. Take a look.
I'm so grateful for them.
I was so grateful for what I had. And that was really hard.
It left a lot of fans in tears, including me, and some even thought it was too sad, and they changed the channel, probably like Salty Al over here.
Well, I was all broken up, clearly. I was just mad because I forgot the football was on when that was on, so that's why I was crying. Then I turned back to Monday Night Football. No, I mean, I guess, you made a good point. I guess when people do dance for a long time, you get a bond. Well, I guess there were some alligator tears, though. I didn't quite buy it.
Well, the alligator tears that I don't see as alligator tears was Frankie Muniz, and he has lost his memory. He doesn't have any memory of Malcolm in the Middle whatsoever. Like over the past 6 years, he's had 150 episodes and some concussions that have affected his memory. So what made me feel for him was that everybody was talking about memories, and he really doesn't have much of any.
That is so sad.
That's very sad.
Really
Did they
sad.
say what they were from?
Some type of, no, they didn't. They just said it was head related, where it affected his memory.
All right, well, Ivana
Medical
Trump,
condition.
let's move on. Ivana Trump won't stop talking. No, no, no. You better believe here at DBL, we are listening. The former first wife is trending because of an interview on Fox and Friends. She was on GMA yesterday where she claimed to be the real first lady. But today she opened up about Marla Maples. She's the woman Donald Trump had an affair with while married to Ivana. Take a look.
She asked for an apology, and I said her apology is not accepted. And I never accept her apology.
Why is that?
I just think she's showgirl. I think she ruined my marriage, and she doesn't deserve apology.
No. What's wrong with being a showgirl? I like Sister Act.
Wasn't this in the 90s?
You can be a showgirl. What's wrong with that? She said it in a very demeaning way.
Yeah, she did. It wasn't right. But then again, she holds resentment because she feels like that she lost her husband to this other woman. Well, so you can imagine that.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that since so many years have gone by, if you still hold that grudge, you still have feelings for that man?
Yes.
Because I would have let that go.
No, Al, did you not read her deposition from 1992 where Ivana Trump alleges that he raped her, that Donald Trump beat her? So this is, and then she signed that ironclad confidentiality agreement. And so I think this is, you mentioned it, this is her trying to sell books.
Right, exactly. Because she even, said that she tweeted Melania and said, oh, we're like family. I would never say anything bad about you because we're like family. But she won't mention Marla Maples' name. That's why she refers to her as the showgirl or her.
But didn't she comment at his new Melania yesterday when she was like, I'm the first wife? Isn't that like a little bit of a shade?
Is Jeff having trouble keeping up? This is like the Real Housewives of the White House, as Andy Cohen said.
I'm trying to get in here, and there's like everyone's firing back and forth. I was just going to say this was in the 90s, you know what I mean? So it's like, again, every day we talk about, what's your agenda? Why are you coming out now? This happened in the 90s. Why are you firing back now at what happened to Marla Maples? You know what I mean? It's like, and people keep giving her airtime, and us too. So
yeah, hey, I'm loving it. Sorry. A new law in Western New York has a lot of you talking right now. The law could cost you $250 and 15 days in jail if your child violates the city's laws, including bullying. So you used to be a school teacher and your father. What do you think about this?
I think it's wonderful. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I can't control my kid. I'm like, you control your pet? I assume everybody's pet is at home, locked up somewhere or chained up somewhere. Like, look, if your kid is walking around the neighborhood beating up kids or your dog's walking around the neighborhood biting kids, either way, that's on you. That's your responsibility.
I think
you need to take care of it.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous because you need to be fined to be a good parent. So what happens if your kid becomes a child molester or a rapist or a murderer? You get fined and fined and fined. It's just another way for the state to make money off of this. I think it's ridiculous. It's like the airlines.
Be
a good parent. You don't need to be fined.
I'm kind of stuck in between the two of you because I do think that there should be repercussions because the child clearly learns that behavior from at home, in my opinion. And there's statistics that back that up. But I do think, why can't people get involved and have an intervention with the parents and find out what's going on at home rather than throwing them in jail? I don't think that's helping the situation.
Because bullying is you can track it. I mean, it happens over the course of a school year. So, I mean, you can catch this early.
Okay, well, we're going to move on to the next story. Please let us know your DBL take. Star Wars fans are blowing up the internet over the Last Jedi trailer. Oh, look at what a Porg, I believe it's called.
Yes,
at Entertainment Earth tweets our face at the Last Jedi trailer. Porg. Pastel blue tweets, I was wrong. I was not ready for that last scene, The Last Jedi. And Elizabeth Banks herself tweets that Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer is fire emoji. Congrats, Rian Johnson. That's the director. Let's see what everyone is talking about. Are we excited? I'm excited about the
spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill
I'm excited to see Rey and Luke Skywalker reunite, or not reunite, meet for the first time. But apparently he may not be her savior.
Yes.
Oh, Al, we gotta come in hot. Sorry to interrupt you, Al. But
Star Wars talk.
Tori Shulman with a new story coming in hot. Tori.
Yes, guys. The one thing everyone is talking about from The Last Jedi is it the evil side, the dark side, the good side? No, it's the Porg. The Porg. That was terrible. The adorable creature is blowing up on the internet. It looks like an owl that got hit in the face with a branch. The Porg is going to be a hot gift this holiday, so run, don't walk to get one before everyone else. You can get one really for $20 right now at Target. Do it before you have to pay hundreds of dollars for one on eBay, and it's terrifying looking. We got our hands on one. Aren't they cute? But can everyone quiet down? I want to show something very special. Ready? Yeah, that is the sound of girlish laughter and a cat in heat. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Tora. I know you're having a lot of fun, but you guys remember Daily Blast Live is a trending news and entertainment show. Our girl Erica Cobb is in the DBL Hub to tell us what's coming up next.
Thanks, Ebony, and you're going to love this. Apparently, Bill and Hillary Clinton haven't spoken after an argument about her book. We're talking about it on the DBL Buzz. And then listen to this.
To a naked baby, Versace on.
So that's a pretty stellar audition, but not everyone was so lucky. Listen, we want you to download the Daily Blast Live app because we want to know what trending topics you would like to hear our hosts debate in the Smackdown of the day. Here's Ebony Steele with your two choices.
Americans will spend over $300 million on pet costumes this Halloween. So we're asking, is it a waste of money to dress up your pet? Or Kit Harington planned a big proposal for fiancée Rose Leslie, but ditched it for the right moment. Which is more important, the right moment or a big romantic gesture? Go to the Daily Blast Live app and vote for what you want to hear in today's Smackdown.
Says he's going after Rotten Tomatoes. Movie critics calling him scorching and really, really harsh. I gotta say though, when you asked me to pay $40 a ticket for popcorn, I might have an opinion on your movie that I might want to say. What do you feel?
I agree. I mean, movie theater prices are just jacking up. Yeah. I feel like it's fine for us to be critics too.
Yeah, I'm a consumer. That's my power as a consumer. We're going to Brooke with an amazing story. Keanu Reeves might be Neo for this one particular reason.
Yes, so there's an article in GQ that's giving him a lot of crap, actually. They're saying Keanu Reeves has been wearing the same outfit for 25 years. And so they basically did their digging. They went back to certain red carpets and appearances, and he always has on the same outfit. It's a black suit, basically, with a black, V-neck tee and some brown boots.
Okay, so Jen over here is upset because you don't wear black and brown together, which is understandable, but also some people have a uniform. Steve Jobs wore the black turtleneck. I always wear Spanx. There's stuff that's a uniform, but I will say this. Did anyone look at that and think that's Adam Driver? A little Kylo Ren-ish.
I didn't think that, but I looked at it and I said, he looks good, so why mess with it?
Yeah, why not? Just keep it classic. Guys, hashtag DBL Take. Do you like Keanu Reeves' outfit? Do you think it should change? Is it a little boring? I gotta say, when you find a uniform, you sort of keep it, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what your uniform is on hashtag DBL Take. I can't wait to hear some of these. And also, do you think that he should have taken the red pill or the blue pill? A lot of questions, people. A lot of questions. Need some answers.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show covering trending stories that are happening right now, no matter where you are watching. It's time now for the DBL Buzz. That's all the juicy celebrity gossip that you are talking about right now. And the girl with all of the gossip is my friend, Sam Shocker. Take it away.
Thank you, Erica Cobb. That's right, we're talking all of today's top trending gossip starting right now. Bill and Hillary Clinton haven't spoken to each other since writing her book. That's what Daily Mail is saying. They report, quote, he hated the title because calling it What Happened would only make people say you lost.
Bill, so they haven't been seen together since August in the Hamptons. So this is the real deal. This is the first that we're hearing of this, but I'm sure we're going to hear more.
Yeah. People are saying that they're only talking like through friends and through the lawyers. And I know how they feel because, like you said, they haven't seen each other since the Hamptons. The last guy I went out with, I hadn't seen him since we've been to the Hampton Inn. But that's it.
Thank you, Ebony, for that. Biden, Archie and Joanna Gaines coming back to TV. Page 6 reports they didn't leave HGTV because they needed to, quote, take a breath, as they first said, but because of the network's horrible contracts and that they're getting a bigger deal with Discovery.
It makes sense to me now because you don't just walk away with something so lucrative. I thought they were just taking a little break.
I thought the same thing.
The contract thing, once I saw that now, just being in the business for a little bit, makes sense.
Yeah, and they were living paycheck to paycheck before their success. So.
Right. But I think that they understand who their fan base is, people that have families. So they don't want to say we want more money. They say, oh, we want to spend more time. But it's really about contracts. So it's okay.
Yeah,
go get your money, guys. We love you.
Do we have a quick time to talk Taylor Swift into stalking her fans?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Taylor Swift is known as a stalker, apparently. She's hashtag Taylorking on her superfans Instagram pages, liking their feeds and also posting messages. In fact, on one of her fans' pages, she wished good luck to one of her fans on an exam.
Oh,
I love this.
And
look at, I'm crying, shaking, and everything at the same time. I just love her so much. Oh my God, I don't deserve her, and she's the sunshine of my life.
And I was going to say this, for some people that are getting something back from Taylor Swift, this is not making their day or their year. This is making their life because she has diehard fans.
I know, that fan's a little scary, though. It looks like we're going to be dealing with some restraining orders soon. Don't kick that bee's nest. Don't do it, Taylor.
Okay, well, digital producer Raquel Villanueva has breaking news right now.
Right now, I have some updates for you from the fire burning in California right now. At least 15 people are dead with dozens reported missing as wildfires continue to burn out of control throughout the state. At least 2,000 structures have been destroyed, and that includes iconic hotels and wineries. Firefighters are working fast to take advantage of the calmer winds because the winds could pick up later tonight. And I'm going to continue to watch this and give you any updates as soon as I get them.
All right, thank you,
Raquel.
Thank you so much. We have more Daily Blast Live ahead, and you need to watch this next story, okay? Can you guess the mystery Oreo flavor? If you can, we'll tell you how you can win $50,000, plus the latest twist in the ongoing drama around an ESPN reporter and Erica Cobb. The SmackDown's coming up, right, girl?
That's right, Ebony, and we need you at home, the DBL Nation, to vote on what trending topic you would like to hear our host debate. We have two choices. Do you think it's a waste of money to dress your pet up for Halloween? Or when it comes to engagements, is it about the grand gesture or is it about the right moment? You still have time to vote, so grab your phone and get to voting.
Hello, I'm Tori Shulman, and I'm eating veggie chips because I'm trying to lose weight. Moving on, we have Connor Ashley. What's going on?
Yeah, so CoverGirl is trending right now because they are changing their iconic catchphrase. If you remember, it was easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
CoverGirl.
Yeah. Now they're changing it to I am what I make up.
Oh, okay.
So they have just released this entire brand campaign for it. It includes some of their cover girls, including Issa Rae and the newest one, who's also the oldest, Mae Musk. And it is entitled #I am what I make up.
Yeah, I got to be honest. There's something easy breezy about that first one. There's something, I'm walking, I'm easy breezy. This one is like, I am what I make up. A little I am Groot for me, but I want to hear what you guys think. I like that, Connor. All right, what's going on with Amazon?
Hey, more Amazon interesting news. So they are actually going to start delivering to your car trunk. So they are partnering.
It's getting so sketchy.
It's getting very intense. So they're partnering with Fram, which is a smart license plate maker. So the whole concept is that there's a little secure box on your license plate that will have your house keys and car keys inside of it. You can give specialized access to whoever needs it, such as your mail delivery man. So it can just be placed straight in your car trunk. And now they say that the reasons behind this are to eliminate, doorstep thieves or car thieves that can just go take your packages. It's a more secure way, but also how much are you letting into your actual world with these delivery systems?
Also, that guy's smile is suspicious. I don't like his smile. And what's on his clipboard? I want to know. All right, we're giving you this, Ken Bone. I'm giving this to you.
All right. So according to the AV Club, as they've called him, America's former sweetheart Ken Bone is back in the news because CNN decided to take a trip down memory lane and catch up with him to see how he thinks the presidency's going. If you recall, he was featured in a debate just about a year ago. He was very undecided, and he still has never revealed who he voted for. But he has some comments about the Trump presidency, suggesting he is not a fan thus far, but it also suggests he probably did vote for Trump. So for whatever reason, CNN decided to track him back down and see what his thoughts are so far, so you can catch that on CNN. Give us your DBL take on it.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time now for the Smackdown. Every day, you at home, the DBL Nation, gets to decide on what trending topic you'd like to hear our hosts debate. Just seconds ago, you decided on engagements. What's more important, the moment or the grand gesture? Now, your role isn't over. We want you to get on your DBL app and vote for the host that you believe is winning today's Smackdown. Take it away, Tori Schulman.
Thank you, Erica Cobb. Yes, guys, thank you. Big applause. Even bigger. All right. And it really doesn't matter who wins these Smackdowns. The host that wins the most Smackdowns between now and Thanksgiving will win a donation to the charity of their choice. So go to dailyblastlive.com to learn more. So let's get to it. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Kit Harington, Jon Snow, admitted he spontaneously popped the question to fiancée Rose Leslie, but had intended to create a more memorable moment. Here to lead the DBL Smackdown is Biggest Loser trainer Jen Wiederstrom and media maven Ebony Steele. So grab your device, go to the DBL app, and tap vote now. Again, guys, listen up. The question is, which is more important with a marriage proposal, the right moment or a grand romantic gesture? So, Jen, you start.
I'm all for the grand romantic gesture. And here's the thing. You have your rest of your life to live in the moment, Eb. In your sweatpants, you want to, in the moment, run and grab an ice cream cone with your guy. But that memory of that grand gesture is going to last forever. It's going to be told to generations upon generations of your family. I say the memory is way more worth more than the moment.
All right, memory, go to you, Eb.
All right, and so we're talking about the proposal, right? All right, the grand gesture I want is my wedding, not so, you know what I mean? That's the grand gesture. I think that the intimacy of the moment is what counts. Like they say, sometimes life is measured not in minutes, but in moments. And I think that's the big thing. I want that moment to be special. It could be me and him. Maybe later we can have an engagement party and invite people. But as far as the grandness, I want my memory to be with the wedding, and that's what I would like.
All right, let's check it in. Oh, very close, guys. 59%. Jen, you're at 41. Hit us.
I think, though, this factor of surprise will be missed, though, when it's in the moment. I can't tell you, when my best friends, she was on this vacation trip with her guy. She's like, I think it's going to happen. And every moment she was waiting for it and ruined her vacation because she's like, it's the perfect sunset. sunset. It's the perfect cup of coffee. And then finally, they were at home, and he bought a pair of pajamas. I met at a pajama party in college, and that was like the moment because the ring was on on the string of the pants, and it became the grand gesture was a part of them versus us like sunset. Man.
Right.
Nice. All right.
I get
final
it.
thought?
And Jen Wiederstrom, I love your story because it reminds me of my roommate from college. She met her husband on the actual front porch of the actual dormitory, and he was like, let's ride back down there. This is like 5 or 6 years later. She's like, what for? What are we going back down here for? And it was for him to propose.
Yeah, a grand gesture.
No, that was a moment for him, and he decided when it was, and they're still married to this day, and
All
it's
right.
beautiful.
Final vote. It is Ebony Steele with the win. Steele with the win. Very nice, Jen. Next
The front porches.
The front porches. All right. Digital producer Angelica Lombardi with news at this moment.
Well, NFL owners just announced that they're considering changing the rules when it comes to NFL players kneeling during the anthem. Now, the current policy encourages players to stand for the anthem, but it's not mandatory. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell sent a letter to all 32 teams today saying he wants to move past this controversy. He said, quote, like many of our fans, we believe that everyone should stand for the national anthem. I expect and look forward to a full and open discussion of these issues when we meet. Now, they'll meet next week in New York, and we'll hopefully have a decision shortly after that. We'll, of course, keep you in the loop.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thanks, Angelica. Well, here at Daily Blast Live, we're all about viral videos like this one from the LA Zoo. Listen to this interview. A TV reporter catching up with a prickly porcupine. Who knew they liked corn on the cob so much?
That corn looks good.
And it looks like he's doing the typewriter way, you know, the style. Up next, Oreo Mania. We'll tell you how to win big bucks if you can guess the mystery flavor correctly, and it's not obesity. Plus, we're following the raging wildfires in California. Many are calling the scene apocalyptic. We'll talk to someone who is actually experiencing it firsthand. See you soon.
See, I grew up in like ballet, dance, tap studios. So the way that my parents would go about Halloween costumes was whatever my recital was the year before was my Halloween costume the following year. So I couldn't really tell you what it was, but I could tell you like the themes, like yellow banana mamba, or Give My Regards to Broadway, or California, Here I Come. So I can't tell you what the costume was, but that was definitely the theme.
Whenever they dropped the money on the
Oh, yeah.
before was what you were.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom has a new trending story coming in hot.
Do you think you're the ultimate Oreo fanatic? I mean, I know I am, and when I picked these up, I thought something was wrong with the Oreos. But it's a mystery Oreo cookie flavor, and if you can guess the correct flavor, you can win $50,000. This company's Oreo mystery flavor contest is opening now till November 30th, so I thought we should play it here at DBL. I'm gonna go up and, come follow me, because we're gonna weigh in. I feel like, Tori, you gotta come too, babe. I feel like with our collective brains, we can win the money.
Okay.
We can win the money.
Are they all the same mystery flavor?
I mean, so it's all the same mystery flavor, and you have to, I think, get the right one to be submitted.
It's Jeff. That's.
It smells like a cross between Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops.
I think it's Fruit
It really it smells like my childhood.
Yeah, there's,
It really
you know
does.
what I think it is? I worked at an ice cream store.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I bet it's the Fruit Loop cereal milk. I bet you anything it's the
Ooh,
cereal
that's a
milk.
good
Oh my God, no,
Fruit
you're
Loops.
right.
Don't give out, we're
it's the
live.
Fruity
Don't give your
Pebbles-
answer.
It's the Fruity Pebbles milk. We've got more trending stories coming up in our next half hour of
G's, you
Daily
might have won
Blast
somebody.
Live. Like the hits and misses on The Voice last night, who wowed the judges and who fell flat. And this sports reporter has got America talking why the president blames her for lower ratings at ESPN. That's next.
Change America for everything.
She goes, yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating the Fruity Pebbles milk. I'm Tori Schulman. We're at Daily Blast Live. We're giving you trending stories within the hour. Connor, what do we have here? Some Prosecco news?
Yeah, so Lidl Prosecco is trending right now because it is claiming to be the hangover-free Prosecco.
What?
Yeah, so this is an all-organic Prosecco that will be rolling into stores here in the U.S. around Christmas time, and it is all organic, contains no artificial sulfates, nothing like that, so it claims to give you less of that hangover feeling.
To be honest, I love Prosecco, and I studied in Italy, and we tried lots of different ones in France, but it does give you that sugary headache where you're like, what have I done with myself? Also, you're a smoker when you wake up in the morning. I don't know why. Thank you for that. All right, we're going to Kelly with some silhouette news.
Breakup news, sadly. So there's a really interesting study coming out of Men's Health, and it was done by the University of Southern Alabama and BYU, and it actually finds that a direct approach is the best way to break up with someone. There is a caveat, though. It has to be with a buffer. So something like, we need to talk, but then getting to the point, and you avoid that kind of like long, shallow conversation with the person, and they're finding that out of the 165 people they spoke with, that's how they preferred it.
I also, though, think, though, we all know that we need to talk. Does that not make you want to go pee in your pants? That's a scary sentence. So maybe something like,
Drink some hangover Prosecco.
yeah, I'm going to have some Prosecco first, then say we need to talk. Thanks, Kelly. Move it. Oh, God. It just got warm in here. We got Beckham over here. You guys kind of look alike. Go next. Look at that, huh? Twinsies.
Take it. Thank you. So David Beckham reportedly still earns over 35,000 pounds a day, which is $46,000. So he's still one of the top earners in the soccer league, despite retiring 4 years ago.
And how is that possible?
He just has sponsorship deals.
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show in daytime covering the top trending stories that you're talking about right now. That's our DBL family. Say hi, people. There they are. They are busy tracking the trending stories and breaking news, as well as the trending moments right now. Hillary Clinton is now speaking out on the sexual abuse allegations against super producer Harvey Weinstein. She released a statement saying she's, quote, shocked and appalled by his reported behavior and expressed support for the women who have come forward. Weinstein has been a longtime donor to the Clintons and other Democratic Party causes. If you have an Apple product, you are not alone. CNBC reports that 64% of Americans now own at least one Apple product. The number is up 50% since 2012. And deal alert, Southwest Airlines has just kicked off a 72-hour sale on flights. Some routes are even less than $100. There are some exclusions on dates, but you can find bargains to plenty of tropical destinations, including Belize and Punta Cana. And there are a lot of really great places because I've already checked. Okay, Sam Shocker, back to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was on Southwest. Joining me is media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite big brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson. I'm Sam Shocker. And this is Daily Blast Live. We're a live show that covers breaking news and trending stories that are happening right now. Take a look at our entire DBL team. They're in our studio making sure we cover news right when it happens. Speaking of which, I want to go right to digital producer Kelly with a fast blast. Kelly, what's breaking?
Yeah, another woman has now come forward accusing Harvey Weinstein of sexual assault. So I told you earlier in the show I was listening in as actress and screenwriter Louisette Geis appeared with attorney Gloria Allred. So Geis says that back in 2008, Weinstein tried to force her to watch him pleasure himself. It apparently happened while she was pitching a movie at the Sundance Film Festival. Again, that was back in 2008. So it's ironic that Gloria Allred is representing Geis. As we all know, Allred's daughter, Lisa Bloom, was at one point advising Weinstein. So that's happening. I'm going to keep you updated and bring you any more news as I get it.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Wow.
This is just going to snowball for
It is
sure.
going to snowball, absolutely, and he deserves everything that's coming to him. Reverend Al Sharpton is calling on ESPN to reinstate suspended ESPN host Jemele Hill. This weekend, the SportsCenter anchor tweeted that fans should boycott advertisers for the Dallas Cowboys because team owner Jerry Jones banned players from kneeling for the national anthem. ESPN suspended her, saying she was in violation of its social media policy. Also, this morning, TV's Judge Mathis told TMZ that Jemele could sue ESPN for violating her First Amendment rights. Because that's the thing, she's trying to defend the First Amendment rights of the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
So, but at the same time, she's also representing this parent company.
Yeah.
Well, she's been warned. We're 2 weeks post a warning because she called the president a white supremacist. And no matter how you feel about our president, you can't say that on your job's Twitter feed. I mean,
But it's her own Twitter feed too at the same time. Like, can your Twitter, can it be your First Amendment right?
I have a quote from the president. It's conveniently at my desk over there. But so the president of Disney owns ESPN, so it's the president of there. And he said, listen, this is a rule that's been put in place. He said it very nicely. There's a rule that's put in place. He gave her a pass the first time because he didn't really understand the situations. But you speaking in public or you on your Twitter is, unfortunately, that's who you are. ESPN hires you, and you're representing ESPN.
It's just like you're saying it, I guess.
Absolutely, and it's just like, you know, they don't want you to do that. It's like if we were to say something stupid here on our Twitter or in public, I'm sure we'd face the repercussions as well.
But it's also a really serious social issue too. So it's
you got to pick your battles.
It wouldn't be the first person to. I mean, remember Gilbert Gottfried a couple of years ago made the tsunami joke, and he lost his gig with Aflac, making the Aflac duck voice.
That's right. So you have the First Amendment right, but then you're going to have to suffer those consequences.
Right. You don't have a right to not suffer consequences.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on. Everyone's still talking about the blind auditions on The Voice. It was a 4-chair turn for singer John Miro. His version of Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars got all the judges' attention. Check it out.
Let's just kiss to a naked baby. Versace on. Ooh, I take it off for me now, girl.
Miley Cyrus with the heel press.
I kind of like that, but you know, the reason I think he did well, this guy has guts. When you can take a voice like Bruno Mars and you challenge it and try to sing it as well as him or better, that is a big chance to take. And he got all 4 chairs to turn around. Big ups to him. He did great.
Did he blow your mind, Al?
He did not. I mean, it's a pop, fun, goofy song. I mean, it's not like a power ballad where only a couple voices in the world could actually pull it off.
But does he get credit for reinventing it?
Yes, at karaoke, definitely.
Wow. Not everyone was so lucky. 13-year-old Olivia Kay had a no turn. Check it out.
I keep going to the river to pay, 'cause I need something that can wash out the pain.
She sounds a lot older than 13. Wow.
She does.
So what's your DBL take? Get out your app and vote now. Is 13 years old too young to compete on a reality show?
I think her voice was beautiful, but I think it sounds like a lot of other people. Does that kind of make sense?
It didn't stand out to you.
Yeah, it wasn't distinctive to me.
She probably needs a little bit more experience.
Right, yeah, and I mean, looking at the backs of those chairs will help her do that. You know, I look at it like this. I'm like, look, you're 13. You put yourself out there. If she won, she would have taken that money. So she takes the loss just like any other adult. So when you put yourself out here, that's what happens.
What about the kids on America's Got Talent? I'm sorry.
I told you, I think that's unfair to let a kid go out there. They have an inherent advantage because they're cute. Using your cuteness to come out there.
But they don't see her because their chairs are turned. So you don't have an inherent advantage if you're a kid on The Voice. You don't.
What?
Thank you for that, Joel. Producer Joel clapping for me.
I find it hard to believe that they had no idea that, you know, that a 13-year-old is out there. But, you know, good news is they validate parking, so good luck to her.
Okay. All right. It's one of the biggest TV dramas of all time, and now it's coming back. The CW has a Dynasty reboot that premieres tomorrow night, and the early reviews, well, they're not great. The New York Times says it's forgettable. Variety calls it lackluster. They've all been hanging out with our salty Al, but we'll let you be the judge. Here's a sneak peek.
Family is everything. When things get tough, you don't give up. You fight harder. Thanks for the tip, Crystal. Oh, please. Call me Mom.
Okay, we want your DBL take. Get out your app and vote now. Can Dynasty survive today in the reality TV show era? We have Real Housewives. Why do we need fictional ones too? Ebony.
Oh, my first thing is that, like, I want my Dynasty to be like it used to be. I want to see the big hair. I want to see the sequins dresses in the middle of the day for no reasons and big old show, just like that.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yeah, and you know that they're reinventing it in the sense that, Al, the characters are different genders, different ethnicities. Like Sammy Joe, played by Heather Locklear, is now played by a guy.
Right.
Do we like this?
I like that aspect. I like showing all the, you know, the diversity in people, but I just think that we're highlighting the worst behaviors in women. And I mean, I think that hopefully that's rejected. I mean, it's like, you know, the cattiness, the fighting. It's like, why are you fighting? You're in a mansion. How do you even get an argument in a mansion?
All right, good point. I have nothing to retort there. Cindy Crawford Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber, is trending. The 16-year-old model did not want to walk the runway with mom. No, she didn't. Cindy tells the Associated Press that when they booked the same Versace show, Kaya said, quote, "Wait, do we have to walk down together?" Cindy replied, "I don't want to walk down with you. I'm going to walk with ladies that are my age." And she did. You guys saw that photo. There it is. Cindy shut that runway down with the original supermodel squad, including Naomi Campbell and Claudia Schiffer. There you go. So do we think that, Kaya's like the typical 16-year-old? She just wants to disassociate herself with her mom, or do you think she was fearful of being overshadowed by her mom?
Well, we know what Al thinks. He thinks it's nepotism. But what do you think, Jeff? Like, do you think that she got this gig?
Hats off to the Associated Press for getting this breaking story. You know, this is digging deep on what Cindy Crawford was thinking. But I don't know. I think she's any 16-year-old, you know what I mean, that you don't want to be next to your mom. When you're 16, you're too cool for mom, and she wants to do her own thing.
But it's Cindy Crawford.
But it's her mom, so it makes it more realistic.
But shouldn't she be grateful that her mom's Cindy Crawford? Because would those doors open up? I know she's gorgeous, but would they open up if it wasn't Cindy Crawford?
Those doors flew open for her, and I think that she actually has been drinking the Kool-Aid so long. She's like, maybe it is all me. It's like, no, this is your mom. So, like, whatever mom wants to do, wherever she wants to walk, you need to be right behind her, holding her dress up. You're like, yeah.
Okay. Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with the trending story coming in hot.
Well, this story is coming in hotter than Cindy Crawford, and admittedly, it doesn't air until tonight. Miley Cyrus and James Corden are getting pretty down and dirty in the carpool karaoke. We had to give you a sneak peek. Check it out.
I'm nodding my head like yes, and I'm moving my head like yes. Playing my song, and it's gonna be okay. Yeah. It's a party in the USA.
Good job, James. That's a tough key to hit, man. I'm proud of you. But who doesn't love a little party in the USA, right, Al?
I
know. He's smiling better than you can see.
It's a
anyway, you guys
catchy
can catch
song.
that episode tonight, and she'll also be helping him lick his postage stamp. So there's a lot of fun coming up. CBS.
All right. Thank you, Jen.
Yes.
All right. Daily Blast Live is a live and trending news and entertainment show. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, we have the reality roundup, our shady godmother, Ebony Steele. Will the rivalry between Tamra and Vicky ever stop on Real Housewives of Orange County? We're going to talk about that, so we want to stay tuned for it. Plus, we also want you to play along, grab your phone, and download the DBL app because we have reality trivia coming up as well.
Okay, which one's fake?
Headlines is fake.
Okay.
You have to guess which one.
Okay. Hey guys, Tori Shulman here and Jen Wiederstrom. All right. We are going to play something we just invented called Not Today. I'm going to read 3 headlines, and we have to guess which one is fake, all right? So first up, why do only upper middle class family members with Labradors celebrate Halloween? Pretty specific. Okay. Second, there is Cash Me Outside baby Halloween costume floating around the internet. I can somehow believe that. And finally, Jen, what's the last one?
Stephen King's new Halloween candy will have you running scared.
Ooh, okay, which one do you think is fake?
Stephen King does not have Halloween candy. That's bogus.
Stephen King definitely has Halloween candy. It's something with the Labradors. It's too specific, and when you're too specific, you're lying. And the answer is, drum roll. Oh!
They can't hear you. Go ahead. The answer is?
Stephen King.
Boom. I was right. I win. I'm better than Tori.
So competitive. When I met her at the audition, we played Jenga, and she's like, this one's mine. All right, coming up, next one up. Here's the next 3 topics. Lin-Manuel Miranda is writing a musical about Trump. Ooh. eBay launches the world's first subconscious shopping experience, or...
Samsung made a Darth Vader vacuum.
I'm going to go with Lin-Manuel made a Trump musical because he made Hamilton. I don't see Trump in his future. What do you think?
I'm totally with you on this. Yeah, the Trump musical is not real.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Both right.
Yes! Woohoo! We're both competitive, it turns out.
Oh, good. Okay, we got time for one more?
Okay, 1 minute, guys. This is the last one. Jimmy Carter volunteers to travel to North Korea for peace talks. Or?
Boy George to join Parliament.
Or Barack Obama. You did. Barack Obama to get a Florida highway named after him. Okay, here's the thing. Jimmy Carter is really old. He's still doing Habitat for Humanity, though. I think he's like 93. I think it's Boy George going to Parliament because he wouldn't wear those wigs.
I'm with you. Gosh, I want to disagree with you. I don't think Boy George is going to do Parliament.
Although it'd be interesting. What's the answer? Boy George isn't doing Parliament. We are amazing. What's our team name called? Not today, not ever gonna beat us.
Awesome.
Yeah, those were great. If you guys can come up with some good names, like Trivia Newton-John, I do like that one. Someone did that at my trivia. Give us a call. What DBL Take? What is a good name for us?
Yeah, give us a call, she says. Yeah, great. 10 seconds. We'll see you guys in the next break. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live here at DBL. We are a live show focused on trending news and breaking stories. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with a breaking news fast blast. Raquel.
Yes, right now, President Donald Trump is discussing the California wildfires. In a tweet, he said right now, Trump says he will be there for California as it deals with the devastating wildfires. He also declared a major disaster in the state of California. Now, 15 people are dead, dozens reported missing, and at least 2,000 structures are destroyed. And the images I have here are being collected of all the people with harrowing escapes. If there's any more updates from the president, I will let you know.
Thank you so much, Raquel. Wow, it's very scary.
Yes,
very
it is.
scary. And speaking of which, we're going to go to someone that has been directly affected by the fire in Santa Rosa. She was one of the evacuees, Jennifer Clopton. She and her husband and 2 children fled their home to safety. Jennifer joins us now on the phone. Jennifer, thank you so much for taking the time to join us despite all the tragedy and chaos surrounding you.
Thank you.
Can you tell me, I know that you evacuated voluntarily because the fire was really close. How did you decide what to take from the home?
Well, we were lucky the fire was within a mile of us, so we were a voluntary evacuation, and it gave us time to think out what we wanted to take. So we focused on clothes to get through the next few days. We focused on our photos that couldn't be replaced, hard drives, and personal documents, and that's what we packed and took with us.
This might be a silly question, but how are people getting trapped around the flames, or did you guys get a notice to leave, evacuate like hours, moments before? What's that situation like, the evacuation process?
The fire has been moving incredibly quickly, and it's still 0% contained within many parts of the city of Santa Rosa. So a number of families just heard a knock on the door and were told to run. And were able to get out of their neighborhoods just as their houses were going up in flames. A coworker and friend of mine opened her door at 1 a.m. in the morning to a wall of red, grabbed her dog, and her husband got in the car and left. A number of our major thoroughfares, the 101 freeway, the 12 other major roadways out of town were blocked through parts of the day. And so, we just sort of had to listen for our window, and as roads opened up, head on out.
So pretty fast, yeah.
All right. And so very, very quickly, Jennifer, I know that this has to be tough, but personally, what has been the hardest part for you?
The hardest part for us is listening to all the devastation that's happening to our close family and friends, and not being able to do anything to help them and to see it still continue to spread. A number of our friends and a number of my students, they had to evacuate, and they have no idea if their houses are even standing, and there's no understanding of when they'll be able to get back into their neighborhoods. So that's been really hard for our community.
That is hard.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us.
you,
And thoughts
Jennifer.
and prayers to you and everyone out there. We will keep everyone updated at home as well with the
That's
fires.
right.
We are live and covering breaking stories as they happen. We are getting new information on the Hollywood scandal involving Harvey Weinstein. We'll have that for you next. And we are also sharing viral videos like this one from Japan. This is a sanctuary for foxes. In some cultures, people believe they even have magical powers. Wow. That's more. There's more next.
The digital team here with more trending stories happening this hour. We're going to start with Leo. Leo, what do we have going on here?
So we got trending a DIY Lego costume. It doesn't take that many materials to make, by the way. It's only a glue gun, a box cutter, the cardboard, of course, and creating some simple shapes and designs.
So would you go? This looks more difficult than it sounds.
I would go as this Lego guy, would you?
I would. I don't know if I'd build it, but I would definitely wear it.
Hey, I'd build it too. If you're looking for one, I'm probably going to build it.
Well, good. If you have no costume ideas, a big cardboard Lego man is for you then. And next up we have Angelica. What do we have going on here, Angelica?
All right, this is pretty interesting. This is trending on foodandwine.com. Chuck E. Cheese is introducing cheese pizza with candy corn pieces.
and this is available soon, October 16th. Would you try it?
No, I hate candy corn in any form.
I hate candy corn too.
You're either pro candy corn or anti candy corn, and I am strongly anti candy corn. And I don't care if you put it on pizza, I'm still not going to eat it.
I feel the same way, but it is trending really high. A lot of people are talking about it. They say they want to try it.
Oh, I want you guys to try it and let us know. In fact, just get like a DiGiorno and put some candy corn on it tonight, and then tell us how it is, because that sounds gross. But good for Chuck E. Cheese for being inventive. And Brooke, do we have anything else over here?
Yeah, so this is kind of a little sad Halloween story. This is little Brock Chadwick. He's 7. He lives in Biddeford, Maine. He is actually fighting a rare brain cancer, and the only thing he asked for this year, Halloween's his favorite time of year, and he wants Halloween cards. So his family's asking people to send this little boy Halloween cards to make him feel better. And I can give you the address if you want to send him some cards. It's 11 McKinney Drive, Biddeford, Maine. To find out more information, just go to WGME's Facebook page, and they'll have more about it.
And you know, we'll put on Twitter his address. So if you guys want to send him some candy or some Halloween cards to brighten this guy's this mood, that would be super great of all of you. All right, thanks, Brooke.
Yes.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you're going to send something to his way, and we'll be back more after this. Thanks.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time for my favorite segment, the Reality Roundup. Wow, I just sounded like an announcer. Where we break down the best and worst moments of reality TV. But first, grab your device, get on the DBL app, and play our reality show trivia. All right.
Can we do the roundup one more time?
Okay. Yep. And I need help with that.
Okay, me too.
Over on Dancing with the Stars, Vanessa Lachey and her partner Maxim tried to stifle their alleged backstage drama. After their emotional dance, Max flexed his acting chops to discuss his own feelings. Take a look.
We have a hard job getting these people ready for this emotional weekend. This got me completely out of my heel. I've never cried before the dance. This was the first time.
Do you guys believe him?
No.
Do you buy it?
Did you see a tear?
I didn't see one tear.
Yeah, and Vanessa, if she was acting, she did a great job of it. She should be on the new Dynasty, as a matter of fact. 'Cause she did
That's
she did
a
a
good
great job.
casting choice.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
Did you think that Nick Lachey did better or Vanessa Lachey did better last night?
Oh, Nick surprised me last night. Go ahead, though.
I just feel like everything was about Vanessa, just because there's this backstory that I believe is orchestrated, but okay.
But it was a beautiful backstory with her giving birth at 29 weeks. I was crying with her last night.
I like her. She's warm and fuzzy. Max will never be warm and fuzzy, so don't try.
Yeah.
Don't try.
We don't buy it. All right, on the Real Housewives of Orange County, former best friends Vicki and Tamara have a sit-down. Both women think the other is there to apologize. Of course, needless to say, it didn't go as planned. Let's take a look.
You're spreading rumors about my husband. Would I be with somebody that was gay?
I don't know. Maybe to use you? I don't know.
Use me for what?
I don't know. I want you to stop hurting me.
Be kind. Why would I be
I'm
kind to you? You're lucky I'm here. You don't deserve my heart. You don't deserve my friendship. And you know what? It just dawned on me. You don't deserve me.
Grab your tea. What you missed there, grab your tea.
Whoa.
Vicki accused Eddie, Tamara's husband, of using her to get a gym.
Right. Which is ridiculous because if you didn't know, Tamara was doing World Fitness Championships. She's now gotten a great new body. She's working hard. She's co-owner. She puts it all in that. Vicki and Tamara are some of my favorite moments on the OC. I know you and I both love it, but it's better when they're friends. I don't know. When they're enemies, it can get a little rough.
But
I hope they become friends.
Yeah, and it was so awkward because they both met up for the other one to apologize.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, girl.
And then waited.
I'm sorry. They suck as friends. Like, they are the worst friends ever. If any of my friends did even one of the things that they've done to each other, we would not be friends.
Yeah, because Vicki also insinuated that Eddie, her husband, was gay.
Which is so uncool.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Okay, so here's the most important part. I want a drum roll. It's now time for Ebony's Shade of the Day.
All right. The shade of the day goes out to Megan King Edmonds
from the Real Housewives of Orange County
Your
after
shade,
she
girl,
had
your
this
shade.
to say about fellow housewife Peggy's anniversary gift. I can't read with the shades off. Check it out.
22nd anniversary. This is not even like a special number.
Oh, okay. So
She said 22 carats wasn't a special.
well, she doesn't know that. Now, if you've never owned 22 carats, now I have 2.2 carats, and there's zirconia. Okay, so they're not even really carats. And I've had 22 carats in my refrigerator before. But just so you know, they were married 22 years, and that's what the symbolism of the 22 carats was for. But that's okay. You'll know next time because you got the money to get it. I don't do it, but just know 22 carats is a lot, and that's good. Okay.
Thank you. All right, we are live and covering stories as they break. Digital producer Kelly Schubert with news at this moment.
Hey, at this moment, Matt Damon is responding after a former New York Times reporter said the actor lobbied the Times to kill a story back in 2004 that had to do with allegations of Harvey Weinstein's sexual misdeeds. So Deadline now reports that Damon is denying trying to kill the story, with Damon saying, quote, "For the record, I will never, ever, ever try to kill a story like that. I just wouldn't do that. It's not something I would do for anybody," end quote. So this story continues to develop. As you can see, we're going to keep you updated and bring you any new developments as we get them.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Oh my goodness.
It didn't sound like Matt Damon. Not that I know him personally, but it didn't. He was always an advocate for female rights. Do you guys agree?
But Harvey Weinstein touted himself to be an advocate for
Very
female
true.
rights too.
It's just like the plot continues to thicken.
I know.
You just can't back people up until you know the full story, which is the reason why we were saying Gwyneth Paltrow earlier in the day hadn't said anything. Now we know exactly why.
Why,
You have to wait for the story to develop, otherwise you'll step in something you don't want to.
Yep. All right. Well, our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending, like this one coming in hot, an affordable way to own a piece of Versace history. Now's your chance. That's next. And take a look at this super excited little dog. He's even wearing a smiley face on his back. Well, that's happy.
Promotional consideration is brought.
Hey guys, it's Connor from the digital team, and we are updating you on the trending stories. So right now, trending from Bored Panda is this new storm lamp. It's a political storm lamp that somebody converted to react to real-time tweets from Donald Trump. Every time Donald Trump tweets, it actually reacts and starts the storm. A couple of minutes after the tweet is done, the storm also finishes. So if you want to learn more about this, you can go to parseerror.com and check out the storm lamp for yourself. Kelly?
Hey guys, it's Kelly from the digital team. So do you have $100 million burning in your pocket right now? Because there is some artwork for you. So you are looking at Salvator Mundi, which is a portrait of Jesus by Leonardo da Vinci. It's the last of his 20-piece collection of portraits. And it's on sale for $100 million on November 15th. So if you're into art collecting and have some money, check that out. On to Brett.
Well, I only have 10 seconds, so I won't get into my story, but let us know your DBL takes on these stories.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. All right, pop culture guru Tori Shulman has a new trending story coming in hot, and she is in shades.
What up, ball? Donatella Versace just brought the 90s supermodels back together for her latest collection. The show is a tribute to her brother Gianni Versace's iconic looks, and a t-shirt from the new collection is only $1,000. If you're looking for a more affordable way, however, to own a piece of Versace history, now's your chance. William Vintage claims to have the greatest collection of vintage Gianni Versace in the world. And guess what? It's all on sale right now on their website. If you want to look like a supermodel, there are still several vintage metallic pieces that will have you glimmering all season. But please remember, it's not Versace cheap. It's Versace.
Yeah. Yeah, even on sale, I doubt I can afford it. All right, we're going to
I
move
want
on.
a $1,000 t-shirt.
You do?
I just wanted to say this t-shirt cost $1,000. Like,
Yeah,
I would have
better
it
say
written
that.
on there.
That would be kind of dope. Or maybe we could do a timeshare t-shirt.
Exactly.
I would have to chip in on that one. All right, we love sharing funny moments from the show. We never know what they are. Producer, oh, here we go. Tori's big porg reveal. Yeah, Tori. Looking good, girl.
What a failure.
Oh, hashtag shade. Look at Ebony. She just does it
Look
so
at the
well.
girls. Look at all of y'all.
Tori and I are not moving.
Why are y'all still?
We're frozen. I have no idea. Oh, DBL Dynasty.
I want that.
I want that. Blow it up. All right, the stories never stop. We don't either. We're live on YouTube and Facebook, so keep the conversation going and make sure you follow.
Oh man, my favorite Halloween costume as a kid was probably a football player. You know what I mean? It was very accessible at the time. Football season starts. I don't know what to go as, and then I'll just put on my football because I got it from head to toe. So football, but as I got older, the costumes started getting better. So now I'm really into Halloween, you know? So I try to do, when I was living in Los Angeles, me and my friends would kind of do like theme things, you know, so we were Karate Kid, we were Cobra Kai's, and one guy was a Karate Kid last year. But this year, having well, we had Lawson last year, we just dressed him up as a little pumpkin, and he didn't like that very much. But this year, I'm wanting to go, this is a breaking news here. So I wanted to go as Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, where there's a little Groot. So we want to make Lawson little Groot, and then I would, of course, be the hero, Chris Pratt, and then Jordan could pick the green girl or the blue girl. Whatever, I give my girl a choice, you know?
It's Tuesday, October 10th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now. Judge Judy doesn't mince words about movie mogul Harvey Weinstein, saying if half of what has been reported is accurate, then you can't ask for support. Sometimes payback is nasty.
Ivana Trump is stirring up a tweet storm over Melania and Marla, and there's apparently no end in sight. Austin 2 DC tweets, "Don't mess with the mama bear."
Parents could go to jail if their child is a bully, according to a new law. But many are asking, is it fair to hold parents accountable for their kids' bad behavior? We want your DBL take. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, October 10th, and we are the only live show that's covering what you're talking about right now. But it's not just about us. We want to join in with you, and you can join in the conversation. All you have to do is get your phone, download the DBL app, and you'll be heard. Want to get this thing started? I think we do. Let's throw it down to my boy, Jeff Schroeder.
Ebony Steele, looking beautiful as always. All right, guys, we are live, and I'm here with radio girl Erica Cobb, Biggest Loser trainer Jen Wiederstrom, and pop culture guru Tori Shulman. I'm Jeff Schroeder, and we want to welcome all of our viewers to Daily Blast Live. We are a trending news and entertainment show that is live and covers what is happening right now. As you see, our entire DBL team is in our studio, ready to cover news the moment it breaks, and we have a lot to talk about right now, so let's get to it. We are live, and the fallout from the Harvey Weinstein scandal continues to unfold as we speak. An article published this morning by the New Yorker claims Harvey raped 3 women. They also released audio recording from a 2015 New York Police Department sting. It was recorded with Harvey and a Filipina-Italian model. Listen to this.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm going to take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
I don't drink. Can I stay on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. Now you're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry. I cannot.
Come in
No,
here.
yesterday was a kind of aggressive for me. I need to know a person to
I
be
won't
touched.
do a thing.
I don't.
Everything, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but
I
I don't
promise.
want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I
I
ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go
to.
to the bathroom. Come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do anything. You'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel,
I'm not
I'll stay.
embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
Honey, don't have a fight with me in the hallway. Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children.
Disgusting.
All right, we're gonna get to that. Trust me. In a statement, Harvey's spokeswoman said any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. So,
I'm sorry.
sorry, I had to get that. Let's talk about.
Explode.
It will explode. This is when you have soundbite and someone's denying anything, it will go viral. This will go crazy. It was a perfect setup. She said the exact thing she should have. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to be here. He used words like, honey, I'm important. I'm famous. He said that several times. Come sit inside my hotel room. Again, she said no. He kept going. This is textbook sexual harassment, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Well, what I also didn't like was the moment where he just said, yesterday was very aggressive. I was not comfortable. So she's obviously alluding to another experience.
And in the tape later, Jen, she says, you touched my breast yesterday. And he says, I know, I won't do that again. He says that on tape.
Right. I mean, go for it, Cobb. Go for it. Oh, boy. Hold on your hats, everybody.
The thing about it is, I feel like so much of this has been such an overt operation for so long that we've just been pretending it's covert. Like, a lot of people who are coming out, and a lot of women are now saying, you know what, I probably should have said more. Just admitting that, because no one's going to blame someone at this point other than the actual person who has done the wrong for having their reasons, you know, like everybody can have their reasons, and that, in my opinion, is to be respected. But this does not surprise me at all.
Well, and to me, and I'm sorry, you should probably, do you want to say something? You know, I just think that what I'm so grateful for is this is just one scenario of how many others that are going on. I was at a new job, workplace, and I was being sexually harassed for months and months and never said a word because I thought, you know what, I can handle this. I'm tough enough. I can manage this. Like those kind of comments, I can handle that. And it wasn't until 3 women, then 4 women, then 5 women came to me in confidence. I was like, it's got to end.
Right.
And
I
so
think
I'm
this
just
is going to put an end to anything. So anyone that
yes.
comes forward from here on out is obviously going to be heard. Digital producer Kelly Schubert with the Fast Flash breaking news.
Hey guys, we actually have breaking news related to this story. So right now, Matt Damon is responding after a former New York Times reporter said that the actor lobbied the Times to kill a story back in 2004 that had to do with allegations of Harvey Weinstein's sexual misdeeds. So Deadline is reporting right now that Matt Damon now denies trying to kill the story, with him saying, Damon said this, quote, "For the record, I would never, ever, ever try to kill a story like that. I just wouldn't do that. It's not something I would do for anybody." So as you guys can see, the story just continues to develop. We're going to keep watching it and bring you updates as soon as we get them.
It just keeps getting bigger. Thank you so much, Kelly, for that. But it's just, it's going to snowball from here, and unfortunately, it's going to get worse. But
I agree.
Let's move on. Let's try to change gears a little bit, put a smile on your face out there. Dancing with the Stars is trending right now. This might not be the story to put a smile on your face. Last night's episode featured the celebrities' most memorable years, and it proved to be quite the cry fest. We've got this mashup. Take a look.
I'm so grateful for them.
I was so grateful for what I had.
And that was really hard.
So who's smiling? Everybody,
right? I live for a good T.O. cry. I've missed a T.O. cry. You know, T.O. can cry like nobody else.
On the like push of a button. Yeah.
Well, a lot of fans, mentioned this, and they said some of them even changed the channel because there's too much crying going on, too much depression in the world.
I actually requested this mashup. I'm like, God, it just brought me back to Biggest Loser. I mean, I cried the entire time that show's on, and this was the same. I was like, I just kept fast forwarding and just got to the dancing.
We go there for entertainment and for fun. You don't go there for sob stories in a montage. So keep to dancing, no more tears.
Yeah, but it's still nice to hear what's in their hearts.
I guess.
I love watching people cry. Makes me feel good. I don't know. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with some news at this moment.
A look at President Donald Trump welcoming the Pittsburgh Penguins to the White House. He's speaking right now, but if you look around, you can see the other players there. Now, they are the 2016 Stanley Cup champions, and after all the NFL protests that have been going on, they said they were going to honor their promise and be there and be polite.
Ooh.
All right, thank you, Raquel. All right, guys.
Okay. Go to the White House. I'm going to go to be polite.
All right, guys, we are live. We're going to stop the show, obviously, at any time with breaking news. But moving on right now, Star Wars fans are blowing up the internet over the Last Jedi trailer.
At Entertainment Earth tweets our face at the Last Jedi trailer, #Porg. You're going to see more of that. At Pastel Blue tweets, I was wrong. I was not ready for that last scene. #The Last Jedi. And finally, Elizabeth Banks, the famous woman, tweets, that Star Wars, The Last Jedi trailer is fire emoji. Congrats at Ryan Johnson, the director. Let's see what everyone is talking about. Play it, please.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
Our own Jen
Hold, please.
Only if it's over.
It's over.
She would not listen, but it's unbelievable that Yoda is one of triplets. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is nothing. You're bad. No, I am so excited for this. I've grown up watching these movies since they were on VHS tapes. I was talking to Jeff the other day. I saw all my VHSs, and I just refuse to watch the trailer. I trust the director.
Well, definitely don't see the end. It's a big, big clue at the very end. So
I
that's
know.
the big part. We didn't
What do you
show
think?
it.
I look like I'm spazzing out over
You're
here.
spazzing
I got my
for sure.
earpiece out.
Yeah, for sure. But just also know Carrie Fisher is in there. They
Right.
didn't CGI her. It's great. And she looks fantastic. And today her dog watched her live watching the trailer, and it was a really sad
Of course you bring the dog up.
It's very sweet.
I love
It's
it.
very
Cobb, are you
sweet.
pumped about Star Wars?
This is exciting Star Wars. Although.
Listen, I'm pumped about it. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm pumped about it. We're gonna leave our expert.
I got you covered, baby.
All right.
I'll watch all the trailers for you.
Okay.
Co-host Sam Shocker with the new story coming in hot.
And it is coming in hot, hot, hot. That's right. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan. The one thing, though, everyone is talking about from the Last Jedi trailer is the Porg. This is a Porg. Yes, it is. The adorable creature is blowing up the internet. The Porg is going to be a hot gift this holiday, so run. Don't walk to get one before everyone else. You can get one for $20 right now at Target. Do it now before you have to pay hundreds of dollars for one on eBay. And I want everybody to hear the Porg's interesting voice. Are we ready? I don't even know how to describe that. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. I mean,
That is a combination.
it's so cute.
It's not. It's a combination
It's
of
not
a
cute?
girlish laughter at a prom and a cat in heat.
I just know. What?
Where'd you get that combo?
That's what I got it from that guy.
Now not so cute.
See, I think it's like a makeshift Ewok. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Wow, you don't like? I'm looking for a reason to use #Porg. I'm using
I'm sure
it.
you'll find one.
I'll find one eventually. All right, Daily Blast Live is a trending news and entertainment show. Ebony Steele's in a DBL hub. Tell us what's going on, Eb.
Yes, that's right, Jeff. Hey, Bill and Hillary Clinton haven't spoken about, after an argument, that is, about spiced pumpkin lattes. No, really, it's about her new book. And we're talking about this in the DBL Buzz, and listen to this. A stellar voice, but everyone was so lucky. And download the Daily Blast Live app right now to have a say in what we talk about. Vote right now for the trending stories we'll debate in the SmackDown, and here are your choices. Americans will spend over $300 million on pet costumes this Halloween. So we're asking, is it a waste of money to dress up your pet? Or Kit Harington planned a big proposal for fiancée Rose Leslie, but ditched it for the right moment. Which is more important, the right moment or a big romantic gesture? Go to the Daily Blast Live app and vote for what you want to hear in today's SmackDown.
All right, look who got their jacket buttoned. We're getting ready to talk to Leo. Leo, what you got over here?
So trending on Nerdist is the news story that a Doctor Who episode from 40 years ago is being animated. This episode has never aired, and it was supposed to be the penultimate episode of the 17th season.
Now, are you a Doctor Who person?
Yes, I love Doctor Who.
People are crazy about that show. If I wanted to get into it, how far behind am I?
you can get into like the newer seasons, so maybe about 5-6 seasons behind.
All right, well, that's what's up. I'll check it out. All right, I'm down with the BBC. Thanks, Leo. All right, talk to me, Angelica. What's going on over here?
All right, so the popular TV show Downton Abbey is coming to an exhibition near you. It starts in New York, so it's a real-life tour of the set. You can reenact characters. Cool. Yeah, so it's like a real-life thing. It starts in New York in November, and they're going to several different cities. You can check it out on The Hollywood Reporter.
Now, what if I've never seen an episode? How do I reenact one?
You know, I haven't either, so I know you can go there, get into costume, put on some props.
All right, maybe just channel our inner Downton Abbey. Thank you, Angelica.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, finally, last but not least, Brooke, talk to me. What's going on?
Yes, so this is for Al Fashion Jackson.
Yes, I'm already down.
This is a lipstick brand. It's called the Lipstick Lobby. And what's cool about them is a portion of their proceeds go to charitable organizations. So one lipstick they had, actually, some of it went to Planned Parenthood. And then their new one called Outrage, it just launched, and it goes to, proceeds go to the ACLU. So they help people, you know, that are discriminated against by race, gender, sexual orientation, things like that. Anyway, it's $19 a two, but 5 of that will actually...
That's outrageous.
It is, but 5 of it goes to charity. So I think that's a pretty good deal.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Brooke. Appreciate you.
You won't be wearing it, though.
I probably not. I don't know. Got to find my shade. You guys, give us your take on at DBL Nation, hashtag DBL Take. All right, thanks, guys.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We are the only live daytime show covering stories that are trending and are happening right now at this moment. Oh my goodness, something's flying. Oh, it must be time for the buzz. Okay, that's where we talk about all the celebrity gossip that you can't stop talking about. Jeff Schroeder, take it away. My goodness.
Ebony Steele needs some help up there. All right, I'll take it from here, Ebony. We're talking about all of today's top trending gossip. Starting right now, Bill and Hillary Clinton haven't spoken to each other since writing her book. That's what the Daily Mail is saying. They report that he hated the title because calling it What Happened would only make people say, you lost.
Yeah, and I'm from D.C., and I'm around Clintons, and I know them, and around Chelsea, and I know them as well. And he is such a politician that he sees things in everything as a political move. And if he thinks you made a bad political move, it's going to anger him like nothing else. So the two of them have always been great together. Apart, you don't want them to get apart because you don't want one ratting on the other, because there's a lot of hidden things together. Hopefully they can work this out, but he thinks that was a bad political move on her end, and he's angry about it.
Well, in all fairness, he doesn't understand this type of politics. I don't think a lot of us understood this type of politics.
It's new.
So the idea of her coming out with a book that says what happened, that was literally the question that most people were asking.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, Hills, I like the title.
Yeah,
Right.
so I feel like she was just answering what everyone was asking.
And he thinks she should back off because it's only rubbing into it. So interesting.
Right, and I'm not friends with the Clintons, but they haven't been seen together since August.
Yeah, there you go.
Just so you know.
hell.
All right, are Chip and Joanna Gaines coming back to TV? Woo! Page 6 reports they didn't leave HGTV because they needed to take a breath, as they first said, but because of the network's horrible contracts and that they are betting on a bigger deal with Discovery. So this kind of makes sense. We talk about this story, but on top of it, this makes sense to me.
Well, you know, when you were starting a show, I mean, in the articles and reports about this, they were, quote, broke when they were offered this original deal. So you're going to take a deal that's not as big as you think it maybe you're deserving of, and then maybe that contract came up and they have a better deal. I mean, that's all speculation, but it makes sense to me. I would do that.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Comedian Al Jackson.
that's
So
what
much
happened.
love for the Gaines
Follow the
family.
money.
Comedian Al Jackson with a new trending story coming in hot. Al.
This is a fun story. Do you guys remember fidget spinners?
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys, were you annoyed with them then?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to hate this. Fidget spinners took the world by storm, but now they're here and they're taking your cell phone. Give me that cell phone. Now, look, you can combine two things that you can waste time doing. It's from Chile. It's an international-based company in Hong Kong. They come in 6 different colors, and clearly they're not as advanced as your typical smartphone. You can't do anything with them. You can't load any apps or surf the web, but you can show people you don't know what to do with your free time. Digital team, would you guys buy this?
No!
Oh, the people have spoken. Sorry, Jeff. Back to you.
As Brooke is having so much fun with hers, I think we got one customer. More Daily Blast Live still ahead, guys.
And you need to watch this next story. Can you guess the mystery Oreo flavor? If you can, we'll tell you how you can win $50K, people. Plus, the latest twist in the ongoing drama around an ESPN reporter and Ebony Steele. The SmackDown's coming up.
Yes, it is, Tori. Thank you very much. Make sure you have the DBL app so you can have a say-so and what our SmackDown topic is today, okay? Do you want to hear our host debate? Which is more important with a marriage proposal? The right moment or a grand romantic gesture? Or is it a waste of money to dress up your pet for Halloween? You can vote right now.
All right, trending story time with my digital favorite producer extraordinaires. Let's start with Connor. Connor, what do we have?
Yeah, so trending right now in the tech news world.
Ooh, tech?
Yep, is Snapchat. They are introducing their new context cards. Essentially what it is it gives context to the place you're Snapchatting from. So if I were to Snapchat at a restaurant, I would add a context card. You then would look at that Snapchat, you could pull it up, the context card, book reservations, look up the reviews for the restaurant. You can menu. You can get an Uber straight to the restaurant, everything like that. But it's only if you send it to a person. So if you post it on your story, not everyone's going to see where you are and be able to.
I love this. Our executive producer, Jason Newteal over there, he's not feeling it. I think it's amazing because essentially you're giving recommendations to people via Snapchat. Okay, what do you got, Kelly?
So there's an interesting viral trend going on with women sharing their weight loss transformations, but it's not the way that you think they're losing the weight. So they're saying, wanted to share my amazing weight transformation with you. The next photo shows them without the boyfriend. So these are post-breakups clapbacks that they're sharing. It went viral a week ago when Twitter user Nay shared it, and since then all these women have been coming out saying, wanted to share my 250-pound weight loss with you, and it's because they broke up.
So revenge, right? They call that like a revenge haircut or revenge weight loss. All right, hey, I'm not hating. Have you guys ever done anything revengeful after a breakup? Connor's like, I feel like you have, Connor.
Oh, I'm sure I have.
Like a new look? Spill the tea is right, Kelly.
I don't know. I think it's more revengeful than a new look, to be honest with you. I go for that revenge. I get a new, better partner.
Whoa! We want to know what the DBL Nation does. So when you break up with someone, or if you're broken up with, what do you do? Do you get a new haircut? Do you lose weight? Or do you get a new partner? All right. Let us know. Thanks. Good job, guys.
That was great, guys.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time for the SmackDown. Now, just seconds ago, you voted to hear our hosts debate if you should waste money on pet costumes. But grab your phones, go to the DBL app, and vote for which host you think wins the SmackDown, okay? And it really does matter who wins these SmackDowns. The host that wins the most SmackDowns between now and Thanksgiving wins a turkey. No, not really. They win a donation to the charity of their choice. So go to dailyblastlive.com to learn more. You ladies ready?
Yes.
All right, so this Halloween, Americans will spend over $300 million on pet costumes, and we want to smack it down. So here to lead the DBL SmackDown is pop culture guru Tori Schulman and radio girl Erica Cobb. Grab your device, go to the DBL app, and tap Vote Now. And the question, is it a waste of money to dress your pet for Halloween? Okay, we're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1 with Erica.
Okay, well, I think it is a waste of money because being a pet these days, day and age, is basically like indentured servitude. Like, we tell them when they can eat, we tell them when they can go home, when they can go outside, we make them be our best friend, and now we're gonna dress them up in ridiculous things for our personal enjoyment. It's just not fair, and we shouldn't do it.
All right. I will retort, are you really suggesting that my dog is gonna tell me when he wants dinner? That's crazy. The thing is that dog wants love, and showing love is doing things like this. Pets are your family, and we memorialize our kids. We do this like that, and it's a good social media opportunity to show how much you love your pets. It's also freaking cute.
Well, all right. Well, let me tell you where we are. 38% Erica, and we got, well, I don't know how to do math.
50, yeah,
it's almost 50. Go.
Okay, so if you're saying that your dog can't tell you when it wants to eat, which even a baby can do that, so there are some indicators that's saying that your dog has a lack of communication, which means they can't communicate that they want these ridiculously hideous costumes on their bodies or communicate that they want to take them off.
Okay, last comment right
For
here, Tori.
hideous comments, I'd like to show 2 pictures. One, my dogs. One is Heidi. One is also a freshman in college. And our mascot, our second picture, where's Hank? Do we get Hank? There he is. It's Ivana Trump. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Hilarious for our own personal enjoyment, but if they were teenagers, they'd be saying, Tori, we hate you.
Final vote right now. It looks like it's split 50-50.
No.
Well,
it was Hank.
Oh, gosh, 52% Tori. It was the lipstick, Erica. I'm sorry, it was the lipstick. Digital producer Raquel with news at this moment. Hey, Raquel.
There is a new 50 Shades of Grey book on its way. So E.L. James, the author, announced it today on her social media pages, teasing the cover. It's called 50 Shades Darker as told by Christian. So it follows the same story of 50 Shades Darker, except this is in the view of Christian Grey instead of Anastasia Steele. Now, the author did share some book pages, and I was going to share them with you, but they're really not appropriate for air right now. So if I can get them a little marked up for you, I will share them with you.
Such a tease, Raquel. Darker, 50 Shades Darker, I'm all about it. Here at Daily Blast Live, we're all about viral videos like this one from the Los Angeles Zoo. I'll stop talking so you can listen to this interview.
Really? Why do you like corn so much? Is that delicious? Am I annoying you while you eat?
A TV reporter catching up with a prickly porcupine. Who knew they liked corn on the cob so much? I know I do. And up next, Oreo Mania. We'll tell you how to win big bucks if you guess the mystery flavor correctly. Plus, we're following the raging wildfires in California. Many are calling the scene apocalyptic. We'll talk to someone who is there experiencing it firsthand.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
I worked for this modeling agency, and they offered me $25 an hour to hand out flyers. I have to get into this monster, and it's like 115 degrees in Chicago. Clearly, this suit has been worn more than a couple of times. That lasted about 15 minutes before I was like, I don't even care how much you pay me. I can't do this.
I'm Jeff Schroeder. You guys might remember me from Big Brother or The Amazing Race. Me and my wife, Jordan, met on season 11 of Big Brother, went on to do The Amazing Race. And then on season 16 of Big Brother, we got engaged. Now we have a 10-month-old Lawson. Man, having a son is just, it's different. My emotions after having my son are like, I cry at commercials now. One of those commercials come on with the dogs in the cages, forget it. I'm out, I'm crying, you know? All right, guys, welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Al and Sam have a new trending story coming in hot. Double teaming it, I like it.
That's right, we're double teaming it here. Sam, I have a gift for you. Check this out. Mystery Oreos. Now, how are you feeling about that?
I'm excited because you know that I love me some Oreos.
Yes.
Okay, am I opening them and eating them right now? Is that what we're doing?
Now, you have to guess the flavor. That's the whole thing. And if you guess the flavor, you get 50 grand.
That's a lot of money.
All right, let's just do this now.
Okay, I feel like that I know the flavor, but I want to know what our hosts think.
Well,
Shall we bring them up?
I say no, but I guess.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Oreo. Tori's cheering for Oreo.
Oreo. Oreo. Oreo.
All right.
Oreo.
Wait, here, let's pass these around.
All right, guys, let's all take it at once.
Do you guys open it? Are you guys one of those that open it or keep it sandwiched?
Oh, Sam, they can't even see you, baby. Come here.
Hey, do you guys open it or do you keep it sandwiched?
I open it.
I sandwich it.
You know what I do? I take off the top layer so I feel like I save calories and I eat it like this.
What do we think it is? What do we think it is? Go around the horn.
Erica, what do you think?
It's something tropical.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Fruit Loop cereal milk.
Yes, honey. Or Pebbles cereal milk.
That's a great guess, but this is 50 grand. You know it's got to be something more intense.
No,
all right,
we
we've got
gotta
more
go.
stories trending coming up in the next half hour of Daily Blast Live.
Like the hits and misses on The Voice last night. Who wowed the judges and who fell flat? And this sports reporter has got America talking. Why the president blames her for lower ratings on ESPN.
Fast blast.
Guys, I continue to follow the breaking news out of California where firefighters, they're working around the clock to get a hold on these wildfires. So I want to show you some dramatic images coming in. This is a photo taken by a NASA satellite. You can see all the smoke. I mean, this is just insane. Another one. This shows the fires at night. So you can see all the fires lighting up the night sky. So I want to show you this as well. This is a before and after picture. So this is the before from Google Earth. Take a look, and now let's look at the after. Yep, so very dramatic images coming in. People are on social media are saying this looks like a war zone. So I'm
Daily Blast Live, the only live daytime show that's covering the stories that are trending and happening right now. But you can be a part of the show. We told you that all you have to do is grab your phone, download the app, and you'll be heard. And you'll get all the latest on the breaking stories and trending stories like what's happening right now at this moment. Hillary Clinton is now speaking out on the sexual abuse allegations against super producer Harvey Weinstein. She released a statement saying, quote, she's shocked and appalled by his behavior and expressed support for the women who have come forward. He's been a longtime donor to the Clintons and other Democratic Party causes. And Kate Middleton, a.k.a. the Duchess of Cambridge, has just made her first public appearance since announcing she's pregnant with baby number 3. She debuted the world's tiniest baby bump at a special reception for World Mental Health Day. And Cardi B now has the longest running #1 hit by a solo female rapper ever. Let's hear a little bit of Bodak Yellow.
I don't bother with these, don't let these.
Jeff Schroeder, it's back to you, dog.
Thank you so much, Ebony Steele. All right, guys, joining me is radio girl Erica Cobb, Biggest Loser trainer Jen Wiederstrom, and pop culture guru Tori Shulman. I'm Jeff Schroeder, and Daily Blast Live is a live show that covers breaking news and trending stories that are happening right now. And as you can see, our entire DBL team is in our studio making sure we cover news right when it happens. All right, guys, let's get to it. Reverend Al Sharpton is calling on ESPN to reinstate suspended host Jamel Hill. This weekend, the Sports Center anchor tweeted that fans should boycott advertisers for the Dallas Cowboys because team owner Jerry Jones banned players from kneeling for the national anthem. ESPN suspended her, saying she violated its social media policy. Also this morning, TV's Judge Mathis told TMZ that Jamel could use ESPN or sue ESPN for violating her First Amendment rights. Whew.
That's a mouthful.
A lot going on.
A lot going on. In terms of legal stuff, guys, social media, you do have a right to say it. You have your First Amendment rights. It goes to everyone. Everyone gets to see it. But if it's in your contract that you are not allowed to tweet certain things, you are not allowed to tweet certain things. I might agree with her completely, but she's already been warned. They took it to the next level. She said this. What I think she's doing, she knows she's been warned, and she's accepting the consequences. That's what happens with civil disobedience. You accept that I might go to jail, but it's more important for me to make a stand. And that's what I think she's doing here.
Yeah. That's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we're talking about someone who doesn't understand, you know, how the world works. At the end of the day, I think that she's being extremely brave at a time where, and she's mentioned this too, at a time where now is a time that it's going to require bravery because you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. But, I mean, she knowingly did violate the contract, and she knowingly violated the warning and went to advertisers. Basically, that's how she gets paid. So it's like, to do that is really more of an act than we're really even talking about at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
All right, you got something, Jen? Otherwise, I'm going to Fast Blast because we got breaking news. Kelly, what's going on in Fast Blast?
Hey guys, I'm following breaking news out of California where the wildfires, they're still burning out of control. So at least 15 people are dead with dozens of others reported missing. At least 2,000 structures have been destroyed. That's an update we just got across the state. And that includes iconic hotels and wineries. It's just so sad. Firefighters are working fast right now. They're trying to take advantage of calmer winds because the wind is expected to pick up again later tonight. So I'm going to keep watch on this and bring you any breaking updates as soon as I get them.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on that for you guys. Like I said, we are live. But everyone's still talking about the blind auditions on The Voice yesterday. It was a 4-chair turn. For singer John Merrow. His version of Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars got all the judges' attention. Check it out.
Hey, can you pass me a cup of coffee? What is that? Thanks, Miley. Oh,
I didn't think it was that great.
I kind of agree. I don't think it was that good either. He seems sort of normal and average for me.
Go ahead.
Well, all 4 turned. Let's see one where they don't turn. Okay, let's check this out. Not so lucky 13-year-old Olivia Kay. She had a no turn. Let's check this out. Let's highlight.
I keep going to the river to pray 'cause I need something that can wash out the pain.
So it's your DBL take. Get out your phones and grab your app and vote now. Is 13 years old too young to compete on a reality show?
Well, I got to tell you, I've been watching the show for a while, and what I will say is oftentimes when there's a no turn happening, and especially when they're younger, you'll hear the coaches talk like, hey, work on this, work on that, think about it this way, and come back and audition again. And when they've come back, they actually get on the show.
Right.
So I actually like that you don't have to be picked by a coach to be groomed by these 4 amazing judges. So I don't know. I don't feel that bad for her. Good for her for putting herself out there, though.
Anyone who's going to have a massive come up is going to have a pretty dismal fall. Let me just tell you, based on experience.
Oh, let's not go negative.
If you can get that done at 13 as opposed to 31, like I experienced, I say God bless, because that's probably going to be the best thing for you. A lot of these people do come back, and they come back stronger than ever. So I think this is a really great moment for her.
And 13, your voice hasn't really matured. She was a little pitchy dog, just to get from Randy Jackson.
Nice, I got that.
But she was. She needs to probably grow a little bit. I don't think it's too young, because sometimes there's superstars out there that have the voice.
All right, look, 70% of our audience and growing, no.
Oh, that's
no,
showbiz.
They shouldn't,
There you go.
Just a kid, right? No, they shouldn't.
No, that's showbiz.
No, that's showbiz.
Yeah, that is showbiz.
I can't see that far. I'm not a kid anymore, you know what I mean? It was one of the biggest TV dramas of all time, and now it's coming back. The CW's Dynasty reboot drops tomorrow night, and the early reviews are not that great. The New York Times says it's forgettable. Variety calls it lackluster. You be the judge. Here's a sneak peek.
Family is everything. When things get tough, you don't give up. You fight harder. Thanks for the tip, Crystal. Oh, please. Call me Mom.
Ooh, Tori got scared. Again, we want your DBL take, guys. We want to hear what you want to say today. Get out your apps and vote now. Can Dynasty survive today in the era of reality TV? We already have Real Housewives. Why do we need fictional ones too?
Exactly. We want to see the real women who have way too much money
and time on their hands.
Their time by arguing back and forth over the pettiest things.
Yeah,
we've
but
ever
look
heard.
but Cobb, if they were dressed like this, like if the show was produced now and they all had that look like it was 80s,
I'd be on board.
I would totally be on board.
Yeah, you can't you can't not do Dynasty without huge shoulder pads, the big hair. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're wasting my time. I'm at a COC.
But why are we watching actors do something in a plot when we can watch people who use their real names and faces to do the same thing?
Right. What do we need fake blood for? We could have the real thing.
Exactly.
Let's go in for it. Let's see what our audience says. 69% says no. Send it back to the 90s.
There you go, people.
All right.
But it does remind me of my big mama, because I used to watch it with her.
Hey, we love you, Big Mama.
All right, let's move on here. Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber, is trending. The 16-year-old model did not want to walk the runway with her mom, Cindy. She tells the Associated Press that when they booked the same Versace show, Kaya said, quote, "Wait, do we have to walk down together?" Cindy replied, "I don't want to walk down with you. I'm going to go walk with ladies that are my own age."
Yeah.
And she did. Yeah. Look at that, Cindy. Cindy she walked the runway with all of her original supermodel squad, including Naomi Campbell and Claudia Schiffer.
I mean, honestly, who would you? That was the weirdest thing you've ever done.
And we're only 3 weeks in.
Would you rather walk with Kaya Gerber's girls or those women?
Oh.
Exactly.
I don't think it's even a question.
Walk, those people have class. They have the backup of. They were the original supermodels. So Kaya should be ashamed of herself. She should want to walk with her mother. She is an icon.
Well, I understand that, but it's also her mom, and I think that because she's an icon, maybe she's saying, this is one of my first shows. I don't want to be upstaged by my mom. Like, most of us don't. I mean, first, my mother could absolutely upstage me, but most people don't have that issue. So she just wanted to have her day on the
My
sun.
issue at 16 was learning how to put my thong on. I was like,
whoa.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what is that? Where's the, hold on. Like, and she's walking a runway. I don't care who I'd walk with. I'd walk it.
I forgot what I was going to say. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Comedian Al Jackson with the new trending story coming in hot.
Yeah, I'm coming in real hot, apparently. We moved on to thong chat here. I love it. This story is not as hot, but it's pretty damn hot. I don't know if you guys know, because it doesn't air until tonight, but Miley Cyrus and the homie James Corden are teamed up for a little carpool karaoke. Here's a sneak peek.
I'm nodding my head like yes, and I'm moving my head like yes. Playing my song, and it's gonna be okay. Yeah. It's a party in the USA.
who doesn't love a little Party in the USA? A lot of black men secretly love that song, including this one. I really like that song. It's a catchy song. I love that song. And Miley even helps James out. I guess she's gonna be licking his postage stamps tonight. I don't know if that's code for something. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. But if you want to check it out, the episode airs tonight on CBS. So check it out.
Miley.
Seriously.
From a black man to a middle-aged white man, we all like that song.
We all
like that song.
She hit a home run with that.
Everybody loves that song. It's so stupid.
I like James Corden. I like when he does the movie thing. The movie thing.
Too.
The carpool. We'll work on it. Daily Blast Live is a trending news and entertainment show. Ebony Steele, what do we got coming up?
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Jen, let me know if you can come up here and help me straighten out my thong. I think I almost got it. But here's my favorite part of the show. Coming up next, it's the reality roundup. And up next, the fight that just won't end on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Can't they just get along? I'm talking about Vicky and Tamra. And if you haven't seen it yet, or if you haven't done it yet, download the Daily Blast Live app. You'll need to play our reality show trivia game right after this break.
Darth Vader helmet. What's going on over here?
So there's currently a rap battle going on right now. The battle to open the first hip-hop museum is happening between the Bronx and Harlem.
Wow.
Yeah, Curtis Blow will be one of the ambassadors for the Harlem Museum.
Okay, and what about the one in the Bronx?
Nobody yet.
Maybe KRS-One?
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody great.
All right, well, thanks for keeping us posted. I'm a big hip-hop fan. I can't wait to I'll head out there. All right, talk to me, Angelica. What's going on over here?
Okay, so Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani, who obviously met on The Voice, they're now going to perform a Christmas duet on it. We all know they're dating now, and this is just a really big deal to see them back together where they first met. And people are really excited. It'll happen on Christmas, or around Christmas.
All right, well, that's a good time to make a Christmas duet. So,
Yeah.
well, let's wish them luck. I mean, it's they're putting their love in our face, and I'm fine with that. It's Christmas time.
There we go.
I'm not going to be salty about that. All right, thank you.
The Voice's ratings are falling?
Is it?
That's what it says.
All right. And also, we just haven't said hi to Shakara. I don't even think you have a story.
I haven't seen you guys all
Just saying
day.
hello. You got your
Hello
back
there.
turned to us, like something's wrong? All right, I'm just making sure we're cool. Brooke, do you have a story? Shakara's giving us the cold shoulder today. All right.
So the first photos of Kate Middleton have surfaced since she announced that she was pregnant, actually. And here they are. Here she's kind of hiding the, bump with her purse. But I found one that you can kind of see it peeking out right there.
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah. I know. She looks great, though. She'll never look bad.
She looks great. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know there's a baby bump. That just looks like a woman in a dress.
She may have eaten a Chipotle burrito for lunch.
There we go.
Right?
So maybe pregnancy is just 9 months of straight Chipotle burritos.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I didn't go to medical school. That's how I describe pregnancy. All right. Well, back to you guys. Give us your DBL take at hashtag DBL Nation. Take. Just do it. Just do it.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time for my favorite segment, the Reality Roundup. Wow, I just sounded like an announcer. When we break down the best and worst moments of reality TV. But first, grab your device, get on the DBL app, and play our reality show trivia. All right.
Can we do the roundup one more time?
Okay. Yep. And I need help with that.
Okay, me too.
Over on Dancing with the Stars, Vanessa Lachey and her partner Maxim tried to stifle their alleged backstage drama. After their emotional dance, Max flexed his acting chops to discuss his own feelings. Take a look.
We have a hard job getting these people ready for this emotional weekend. This got me completely out of my heel. I've never cried before the dance. This was the first time.
Do you guys believe him?
No.
Do you buy it?
Did you see a tear?
I didn't see one tear.
Yeah, and Vanessa, if she was acting, she did a great job of it. She should be on the new Dynasty, as a matter of fact. 'Cause she did
That's
she did
a good
great
casting
job.
choice. I
Yeah,
like that.
I like that.
Did you think that Nick Lachey did better or Vanessa Lachey did better last night?
Oh, Nick surprised me last night. Go ahead, though.
I just feel like everything was about Vanessa, just because there's this backstory that I believe is orchestrated, but Okay.
But it was a beautiful backstory with her giving birth at 29 weeks. I was crying with her last night.
Yeah, I like her. She's warm and fuzzy. Max will never be warm and fuzzy. So don't try.
Yeah.
Don't try.
We don't buy it. All right, on The Real Housewives of Orange County, former best friends Vicki and Tamara have a sit-down. Both women think the other is there to apologize. Of course, needless to say, it didn't go as planned. Let's take a look.
You're spreading rumors about my husband. Would I be with somebody that was gay?
I don't know. Maybe to use you? I don't know.
Use me for what?
I don't know. I want you to stop hurting me.
Be kind. Why would I be
I'm
kind to you? You're lucky I'm here. You don't deserve my heart. You don't deserve my friendship. And you know what? It just dawned on me. You don't deserve me.
Grab your tea. What you missed there, grab your tea.
Whoa.
Vicki accused Eddie, Tamara's husband, of using her to get a gym.
Right. Which is ridiculous because if you didn't know, Tamara was doing World Fitness Championships. She's now gotten a great new body. She's working hard. She's co-owner. She puts it all in that. Vicki and Tamara are some of my favorite moments on the OC. I know you and I both love it, but it's better when they're friends. I don't know. When they're enemies, it can get a little rough.
But
I hope they become friends.
Yeah, and it was so awkward because they both met up for the other one to apologize.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, girl, hey, girl.
And then waited.
I'm sorry. They suck as friends. Like, they are the worst friends ever. If any of my friends did even one of the things that they've done to each other, we would not be friends.
Yeah, because Vicki also insinuated that Eddie, her husband, was gay.
Which is so uncool.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Okay, so here's the most important part. I want a drum roll. It's now time for Ebony's Shade of the Day.
All right, the shade of the day goes out to Megan King Edmonds from The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Your
After
shade,
she had
your
this
shade.
to say about fellow housewife Peggy's anniversary gift. I can't read with the shades off. Check it out.
22nd anniversary. This is not even like a special number.
Oh. Okay. So
she said 22 carats wasn't a special.
Well, she doesn't know that. Now, if you've never owned 22 carats, now I have 2.2 carats, and there's zirconia. Okay, so they're not even really carats. And I've had 22 carats in my refrigerator before. But just so you know, they were married 22 years, and that's what the symbolism of the 22 carats was for. But with that, okay, you'll know next time because you got the money to get it. I don't do it, but just know 22 carats is a lot, and that's good. Okay.
Digital producer Brett Forrest with what's trending at the moment. Brett, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, October marks National Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, so Pedigree Dog Food has partnered with Facebook to create a special filter that turns your face into a dog that you can then adopt. So if you head over to the Pedigree US Facebook page, you can watch a video and get a link sent to your phone to access it. So we had a few of our hosts test it out. And basically how it works is if you don't like one of the dog filters on your face, you shake your head and it gives you a new one. Then if you like it, you nod and it brings up a similar looking dog that you can then adopt in the area. So it's pretty neat. And Tori loved her fat man. So check it out, Pedigree US Facebook page, and you can adopt a shelter dog. Back to you guys.
That's a great idea.
And by the way, that was the dog's name. When Brett says she liked her fat man, that was the name of the dog.
Let's make sure that.
Can we see that again? I just want to make sure.
Look at this. It's so smart, you guys, because you play along. It's technology, but it's access to quick dogs. You don't have to search for it. People don't want to have to go searching for a rescue dog. They will rescue you right back. I promise you. Go get yourself a rescue dog.
This is why they say people look like their dogs.
Yeah, that's
This is the reason why.
Oh, so I look like Hank? Oh, God.
Oh, I offended. Daily Blast Live loves to share viral videos.
Like this one from Japan. This place is a sanctuary for foxes, which some believe they have magical powers. And up next, an interview with a reporter on the front lines of devastating wildfires in Northern California. What firefighters and homeowners are up against. Coming up next. Thanks, guys. Here from Daily Blast Live, giving you the upcoming trends even within the hour. So we got my man Leo over here with looks like Handmaid's Tale. What's going on?
Yeah, so this is actually Hulu's first Emmy-won show, but they're dropping their prices. Hulu has dropped their prices to $5.99 starting in January.
Per month?
Yes, per month. It's going to be a $5.99 deal, while Netflix, on the other hand, is going up. Their 4K plan has went up now to $10.99.
Very interesting. Let me go over to Brooke really quick. Brooke, what do you have here? Something over here?
Yeah, actress Jessica Chastain, she's speaking out about the Weinstein situation. You know, a lot of actresses are coming out about it. She was actually tweeting about it yesterday, and she did say she was warned from the beginning. The stories were everywhere, and to deny that is to create an environment for it to happen again. And then a lot of Twitter followers were actually joining the conversation, asking her, you know, why she didn't speak up sooner, and she did say that, you know, this was, it wasn't my story to tell, it was the victim. So she's being very open about it, which is shocking from some of these celebs, but I think it's a good thing that they're talking about it.
Interesting, Brooke. I know Jessica Chastain has always been open about roles for females, roles for males, ageism, racism, sexism, and she's right. It's not her decision to tell. It is a victim's choice. It's very, very personal, and certainly we are seeing it's going to be like a domino effect. I'm telling you that. We're seeing Angelina Jolie. We're seeing Mira Sorvino. We're seeing a lot of interesting characters coming forward. Big names in Hollywood saying that they have had major issues with Harvey Weinstein, including 3 alleged rape accusations. So, guys, I want to know what you think. This is a really complicated issue, like Brooke was saying. Hashtag DBL Take on, would you speak up if you heard about the environment, or would you wait and let it be a victim's decision? I know it's a really hard thing to talk about, but I think the more we talk about it, the more open, and the next time some woman or man gets assaulted, they will be more free to open up and say something about it. Also, on a lighter note, what did you think of the Porg? Totally interesting Star Wars. We went and saw the trailer. I want to keep this on a happy note at the same time. Star Wars trailer just broke, and we showed the Porg, the stuffed animal. Would you buy it? It, to me, looks terrifying, almost like an owl that got hit by some kind of branch. Just let us know on hashtag DBL Take. It sounds also like a cat in heat, so let us know. Okay, see you soon.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. As we've been mentioning throughout the show, California wildfires are burning out of control, unfortunately, destroying homes, businesses, and some of the most beautiful wineries in the country. Several deaths have already been reported as other residents are trying their best to stay safe. Our reporter, Dina Kupfer, has the latest on the evacuation. Dina?
We are in Solano County, which is just to the south of wine country, Napa to our north. And the new fear, the new threat today is now a new community in Fairfield called Green Valley. This is an area right up these hills, and a lot of these homes are now in the fire's path, potentially. There is basically one hillside, a lot of dry, rugged terrain separating the fire now from those homes. Many families have been evacuated. We spent the morning with a lot of those families who are just down this road in a community college here in one of the cafeterias where the Red Cross has set up shop for them. Many of the people here are very concerned about the air quality. They're also concerned about the state of their homes. They don't know how long it's going to take for these firefighters to get the fire under control. The big fear here as of the last 2 days has been the wind. Fortunately, the wind has died down, but now as you see, it's the air quality that has been the main concern. And so as these residents shift their fears now to what potentially could happen with their homes, they're still in those evacuation centers, many coming to this intersection where there is a roadblock waiting for answers. And until we get some, we know there are a lot of uneasy families today. Reporting in Solano County here in Northern California, I'm Dina Kupfer. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Dina. We appreciate that. Wow, scary stuff in California for sure. All right, guys, our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending and you guys are sharing.
Like this one of a super excited little doggy. He's even wearing a smiley face on his back. Now that is happy. And a trending story you don't want to miss. Vintage Versace could be yours. For how much? We'll tell you coming up next.
Ooh.
Promotional consideration is brought to you.
It's Jen Wiedersham here. How are you? Always following the trending stories, every commercial break with you. And I'm going to start with Leo. Leo, can I go to you, honey? Yeah. We've got some of my favorite friends. You know, in Harry Potter, I still see them this age. Is that funny?
Yeah, no, it seems like they were just that age just yesterday, right? Yep. Well, they're releasing a box set, a vinyl box set of songs from the first 5 films.
Of songs?
Yeah, the score. Yeah, the film's score.
You know what's funny? I was so, I think, in the world of the magic. I didn't really listen to the music that much, but the music is what gets you in the world.
Yeah, it's very moving. Music is what makes the movie, believe it or not.
You heard it first, some Leo. Oh, gosh. Angelica, okay, here we are. Airbnb offers Napa fire victims emergency housing. Amazing.
Yes, this is trending really high on Twitter right now. They are offering places for people to live, and they're encouraging homeowners to open their doors and their rooms to allow evacuees to go into.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the count is now, but I know at the end of yesterday, over 1,500 homes were destroyed in the fire. So if you know anybody local, please let them know that the Red Cross is doing this and homes are opening up. And all of our prayers are with you guys. See you next break.
Welcome back, guys. Comedian Al Fashion Jackson is back with a new trending story coming in hot.
Jeff, you know this is my lane. Donatella Versace just brought the 90s supermodels back together for her latest collection. Check this out. The story is a tribute to her brother Gianni Versace's iconic looks, and they contain a T-shirt from the collection that costs $1,000. And what better way to tell everybody you don't have a charity you like? If you're looking for a more affordable way to own this piece of Versace history, now's your chance. William Vintage claims to have the greatest collection of vintage Gianni Versace in the world. And it's all on sale right now on their website, so check it out, click on it. You might have somebody with a birthday, so why not get them some Versace? What do you guys say, huh?
I love it.
Yeah!
Al Fashion Jackson, everybody. I love it.
I think we got to pitch in, all of us, and get Al something.
Just the T-shirt. I was
How
going
about
to
a
say, I'm not
scarf, Al?
allowed to
A
go
nice vintage scarf.
on websites with that many commas. That's against the rule in my
Yeah,
house.
that's no good. All right, guys, let's look at some of the funny moments that you guys are sharing from the show today. Actually, we're sharing with you. DBL Buzz.
That was awesome. That's great. That's hilarious.
I think we got another gift coming up here. We got one more.
Awesome.
That was pretty clever.
Yeah. That is good.
Our DBL team is on top of it.
Fire.
I like it. I think we have one more video here.
I hope so.
Welcome to Thong Chat.
My issue at 16 was learning how to put my thong on. I was like,
I'm still waiting for a reaction.
To put the thong on.
I'm always going to tell you the truth. Well, I knew where the legs went, but I wasn't sure the front from the back. It's very...
Okay, all right, enough.
All right, you guys got to tune in to Facebook Live. Jen Wiederson's going to break it down for everybody, guys.
It's a demo. It's a demo you don't want to miss.
Oh my God.
Cisco would be very proud
Al,
of you.
come up here. What if we got one of those Versace antique thongs? Can we get one of those? We're all going to pitch in for one of those. All right, guys, the stories never stop. We don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going at Daily Blast Live. We'll see you next time.